let's do the grift.
Come on, baby, let's do the grift. Take me by my little hand and go like this. Yeah, grift, baby, baby, grift. Ooh yeah, just like this. Come on, little miss, and do the grift. My daddy is sleeping and mama ain't around. Yeah, daddy's just sleeping and mama ain't around. Gonna grifty, grifty, grifty till we tear the house down. Come on and grift, yeah, baby, grift, grift, grift. Ooh yeah, just like this. Grift. Come on, little miss, and do the grift, yeah. Yeah, just like this. Come on, little miss, and do the grift, yeah, yeah.
Welcome to the internationally known, world famous Tuesday night grift. And boy, do we have a show for you guys. We got to go over Critical Drinkers proof of concept, a short movie, whatever you want to call it. We're going to watch it. We're going to give you our live reaction. I have not seen it. The only thing I've seen was the preview that came out months ago, and we all laughed about it because it was very, very silly. So I can't wait to see the full thing. But before we get into that, we got to talk about Wicked just slaying it at the box office. Yes, Queen, as Wicked is just dominating, despite being woke and a very terrible idea. So we got to talk about that. And then in a weird convalescence of people that I never thought I would be talking about on this show, or any show to begin with, we got to discuss Smash JT's article on David Jaffe calling Vara Dark too hot to be a grifter, or something like that. We got to go over this. But before we get into that, we got to welcome Little Movie Perp. What's up, Perp?
Hi.
How's it going, Perp? Yeah,
Very well.
Excited?
I'm very excited. I actually saw Wicked. Wasn't expecting to like it. I actually loved it. I was actually surprised. I was blown away by the set design. I like weird stuff like set design, cinematography, and the dancing and the singing was, oh my God, it was so good. Loved it. So can't wait to go through and see why you loved it, Frog Tony.
Oh yeah, why? Well, I love the desecration of Frank L. Baum's work.
Oh no! What'd they do?
What they do? Just the existence of Wicked is just terrible to me. But we'll get into it.
Awesome.
Hopefully everybody else is having a good day. Hopefully we're all in a great mood. Like I said, there's so many weird things in today's stories, but thankfully TJ, Transylvania Jack, has popped in to give us his take on things. What's up, TJ? How's it going?
Let's do the grift, everyone.
I'll do the grill.
All right, let's start with the Wicked, because it's
Wickedly
doing great
good.
at the box office. It is doing. There you go. It's doing wickedly good. According to Screen Rant, anyway, it says Wicked box office outgrosses more than a dozen major 2024 hits in just 10 days.
I guess they needed a headline. Great picture, by the way, guys. Yeah.
I have no idea who that is. I haven't seen Wicked. Who is that?
That might be your Batman, okay?
That guy might be Batman?
Or Dick Grayson, whatever the Brave and the Bold's going to do.
God, no.
James Gunn apparently, someone suggested, hey, did you see Wicked, James Gunn? This guy would make a great Batman. And James Gunn liked the tweet.
That don't mean nothing.
I know.
Come on. We're turning into
That's
Snyder
why I
Bros
said it. That's exactly why I said it.
Well, you see, James
The internet's
Gunn
going
tweeted
aflamed.
He liked it at exactly 12:03, and as we know, the Greek symbol for 3
means
all right.
when confirmed.
Wicked has surged past competition at the worldwide box office. The Wizard of Oz prequel. First off, let me stop you there. I don't think it's a Wizard of Oz prequel at all, right? It takes place in the world of the Wizard of Oz. But it's almost like a like an alternate reality Oz. It's not the Oz from the books, right? they changed way too much to even say that it is in the same universe as the classic Wizard of Oz. Am I wrong, Perp, or do you disagree with this?
I never read the book. Yeah, I mean,
Books.
it's the books. I never read the books. Yeah, no,
See, I think that's the problem. A lot of people don't understand this. Wizard of Oz wasn't just a single book.
Multiversal variant.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking because it feels so far. You're right, because it feels far removed from the old movie, right? So it's like, yeah, I guess it doesn't feel like
Retelling.
it belongs in that world. You know, it feels more like it belongs in the Sam Raimi one. You know, that one, like these what TJ say, like these retellings, not so much part of the continuity, if you will.
Yeah. Like a reimagining, if you will.
Reimagining, yeah.
It was directed by John M. Chu. Is adapted from the first act of the 2003 Broadway musical of the same name. It stars Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba, the future Wicked Witch of the West. Opposite, Ariana Grande Butera as Galinda, the future Galinda the Good Witch. She's the Good Witch of the North or the South?
I don't remember. But what's crazy is that this guy, John M. Chu, like, he killed it. And this dude did, like, G.I. Joe Retaliation. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
So it's like, man, he's even getting Oscar buzz. Is like to go from Retaliation. Well, I guess he did Crazy Rich Asians too. But yeah, like, damn. He brought it with this one. You know, sometimes the director just needs the right material, I guess.
What I was going to say, like, even he could have been a good director even on Retaliation, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the material was just, you know, it's G.I. Joe. It's like, you know,
that's
what are you expecting, right?
Yeah. And then The Rock's there probably calling the shots more than him. And he's like, I gotta listen to The Rock.
Like, could you imagine how bad it would have been without him? Like, man, he's such a good director that it was just crap. But if he wasn't there, it would have been like...
He should have got an Oscar for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should give best directors to, like, movies that didn't fall, like Madam Web, you know? It's like, well, it didn't fall apart, right? They got it out to the theaters. That's the best director.
Yeah. All right. It said the Wicked release debuted with a whopping 112.5 million, which was the third highest grossing opening weekend of the year up to that point. It didn't hit $1 billion, so it doesn't count. It's crap. It's garbage.
Aw. Bomb.
Yeah, it's a bomb. It needs $1 billion, at least, opening weekend. Per Deadline, as of Sunday morning, the Wicked box office is projected to add 29 million in international markets by the end of the second weekend in theaters.
That's the one thing that I feel like this is way bigger in the U.S. than international. I don't think international's doing as well.
I'm going to disagree with you.
You'd be surprised.
Okay, sure.
International, you know, special effects and everything.
Good.
Well, not just that. I think Wizard of Oz is pretty popular in the UK, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how it is in China or that other
I mean, international is only 97 to domestic 262. I feel like that's low for international.
Yeah. We don't know.
Like, isn't international usually eclipsing domestic?
Sometimes it depends on where it opens.
I guess, yeah.
You know, like if it doesn't play in China, it usually has a smaller international.
Yeah.
And Wicked being about like magic and stuff, it might not be allowed in China.
Yeah.
It also depends, like if the Wicked musical got popular, you know, in other countries.
Also, how do you take a musical?
See that live action.
How do you take a musical and turn it into a movie, but only 1/3 of the musical? That takes some skill. That's milking the shit out of it.
Right.
No, it's still long too.
Yeah, but the musical is what? Probably like 3 or 4 hours, right? That's the whole story of Wicked.
We need more action and less singing.
Then you took that musical and like tripled its length to make 3 movies out of it.
Is it 3? I thought it was only 2.
Well, it said it only took 1/3 of the film. First act. Or the first act. There's 3 acts in the Wicked, or is it only 2 acts in the Wicked?
I think I don't know how it works. Sometimes there's 5 acts in theaters, so I don't know how many acts there are.
It's gonna be a fucking whole
yeah.
series of movies. Damn it. Says the movie will have 359.3 million worldwide within just 10 days. In addition to crossing the 350 million milestone, becoming the 13th highest grossing movie of the year so far. The musical has taken just 2 weekends to surpass more than a dozen major 2024 hits on the worldwide chart of the year. What this means for Wicked? What happened to Ariana Grande? She they just like vacuum cleaned her until she was all skinny. This is terrible. She's like a bag of bones,
like a skeleton. Yeah.
She did good.
Also,
surprisingly, really good.
The actress that plays the Bad Witch. Why is she wearing green face? I'm very offended on behalf of my green brothers.
That's the role.
Is she a real witch? If they didn't cast a real witch in the role, I'm gonna boycott this movie.
Have you seen her in interviews? She definitely studied witchcraft at one point.
No, actually,
Wicca or something. In college, her college years. She also again, she blew me away, man. She's like my favorite. Like, she beat Demi Moore from The Substance. That Madison girl from Honora, like she gave like the best performance of the year for me so far with Wicked. It was crazy good. And I was like, I thought it was silly of her to get upset over the fan art thing too. And I was like, man, this movie has a lot of things going against it, and it's trucking through. And I think it's due to the quality. I think people are responding to it.
Yeah, well, I mean, the play was popular. That's why they made it into a movie. So I don't understand how people were predicting this was going to fail. This seemed like an easy layup.
The marketing was a true, dude.
It doesn't matter. The marketing could be if the musical was popular. Anyway. Yeah, people are going to show up. Normies, right? No one gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what's normie anymore. That's the thing. I don't know what's considered normie. Like this, if it made normie news, what was going on or not, My
neighbors. That's how I gauge it.
Oh, that's how you get. Yeah, I gotta find me some normies out there and gauge.
My parents
all my friends are like super hardcore into everything. And it's like, damn it.
It says, by hitting this milestone so quickly, the Wicked box office has flown into the top 15 of the year without breaking a sweat. Many of the movies that it has already outgrossed are considered hits, and in many cases, substantially so, considering their lower budgets.
Okay.
This roster includes the Osgood Perkins serial killer thriller Longlegs.
Okay. This like reeked that we had nothing to talk about. Now they're comparing Wicked's box office to Longlegs?
Well, they're saying which movies it's, Longlegs made 126 million. They're saying it just flew past everything. Flew past Alien Romulus. It ends with us. This is stupid. How did this movie make so much fucking money? Women, stop watching this bullshit. Oh my God, it's a movie about like my parents, like they slapped each other around, and then I got into a relationship where I got slapped around, and then I decided.
Is that what that is? Isn't that
that's what it is?
The Spider-Man Florence Pugh movie. Isn't that what that is?
No, It Ends With Us is about a woman and a man who are in an abusive relationship, and she.
Who's the woman and who's the man? I never heard of this.
How
the hell did this make 350? Is this like one of those Hollywood movies? Oh
no, it's a book.
Oh, okay.
Blake Lively's in the movie.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what this is. Yeah, dude, there was controversy behind the scenes with this one. Yeah, the director and Blake Lively did not get along.
I just know that it's a stupid premise.
Star power, yeah.
I don't understand how it's popular. Again, it's a book about some lady getting slapped around and then deciding, you know what? Maybe I don't want to be slapped around. They're like,
hell yeah.
Queen. Yes. Like, oh my God.
Make that a double feature with J-Lo's enough. That shit was awesome too. She fought back.
What's the one with Jodie Foster where she like killed the guy?
Braved one.
Yeah, they're making a triple feature, right?
Triple feature.
It ends with us.
I love mom.
I'm sorry.
I love mom. I love mom revenge movies. I love them. I love them.
How did the Garfield movie make so much money?
Chris Pratt.
Garfield.
Yeah, but I really didn't hear anything about it. Like I heard about it going up until like
everyone shamefully saw it.
Kids probably, cartoon cats,
Wild Robot, it surpassed that. Quiet Place.
You got a fan in the chat. Malik says Wild Robot was beautiful.
Yeah, I heard that was good.
Bob Marley, that made money too. Damn.
Mean Girls.
Oh, that came out the same day as. Where's Madam Web at? Where's the Madam at? Oh man,
it's not on there.
Damn it!
It made more money than Terrifier 3.
Terrifier 3 confirmed bomb.
I do love how the movies like they're real close, and then like the gap just gets bigger and bigger between.
Right.
nights, and then we get to the last one, the January release. It's literally like by month too.
Anything else they got to talk about? All right. It says this chart does not even include notable movies that had high grosses in a vacuum, but most likely failed to hit their break-even point, such as the big budget movie Mad What? There it is.
Yeah.
Argyle, Joker, Folie à Deux, and
Oh
Furiosa, a Mad Max. Saga.
man, that was a good one. I really like Furiosa.
Given its current trajectory, it seems highly likely that the Wicked movie will join the top 10 of the year before long. Fellas, we have to stop it. Do not take your
Dude,
girlfriend.
I'm trying to do a thing for Craven. I say we go all out, all our animal instincts. I want to completely change, because Wicked also started this really cringe theater discourse about taking your phones out. I'm down for like really starting a theater discourse when Craven comes out. I'm gonna be hollering. I'm gonna be running through the aisles like a freaking ape in all the action scenes. I'm starting a new discourse with Craven. Tony, we could do it.
Grab a popcorn.
Do
and
this
start
wicked,
throwing it
this
all
cringe
over,
wicked
you know?
discourse. We're gonna give
Yeah.
a real theater etiquette discourse.
It's
Should
John
you
Wick
go
with lion
full
powers. Come
Craven
on.
and Craven?
I
Should you
like the
go-
part where he said it's craving time, and then he started
It's
eating.
Craven. Should you go full Craven and Craven? New theater discourse.
Although there are still several major blockbusters yet to come in 2020. What's left to come in 2024?
I just said Craven.
It said several blockbusters, so I mean, Craven.
Oh,
sure, but-
Sonic.
Sonic?
Oh,
Sonic.
yes.
And you know, Sonic fans are freaking unhinged
Yeah.
too, so they're gonna see that like a billion times.
My kids are watching it, so there's that.
Sonic, and then I'm gonna see it because I love the director, Mufasa. Okay, I love Barry Jenkins. I'm gonna watch Mufasa. F you, don't judge me. I never saw the. I didn't see the live action, the reboot, the last one. I didn't see that one. And I'm watching Mufasa.
I know she's supposed to be a witch, but she's not like. Maybe Marvel, Gamora has spoiled me, but she looks like an alien.
She looks
More
like
than, like,
Gamora.
True.
She's a Gamora.
Like they didn't make her like I don't know if they were like trying to avoid making her ugly or like traditional witch like, right? Like
She looked
pointy
dope,
nose.
dude.
Even the
When,
No,
they,
he
when,
just
they,
looks
when,
like
they
a
give,
green
her, when
person.
they give her the hat, bro, it works. Okay?
That's what it is. It's the hat's
yes,
missing.
it's
You
the
need
pointy hat. Okay, no, she was amazing. She's like the best.
She got to hold a
performance of the
broom.
year.
If she's holding
She
a
actually
broom, then
blew
I
me
know
away.
it's a witch and not an alien. That's what it is. Saggy, what's up, Saggy? You want to chime in on Wicked?
Oh, I just jumped in here because you jumped in mine.
Hello.
Oh.
Wait, what happened with Wicked? I heard Wicked was good. Is it good?
I really liked
I
it. I
don't
was
know.
surprised how much I liked it. And she gave the
Much
best
money.
performance I've seen all year. Easily.
Oh,
It was amazing.
I
was
mean,
surprised.
I didn't see the music. I've seen some videos of the musical and the songs and stuff, and Wicked actually looked like it was going to be decent. So I heard it was really, really good.
You surprised it made
There
a
you
bunch of
go.
money?
Wait, what?
You surprised it made a shit ton of money?
No, I'm not surprised at all. I mean, it had Ariana Grande. I saw some behind the scenes footage of the actress who plays the Green Witch, the Wicked Witch. She did a lot of her own stunts, if not all of them. So I thought that was very impressive that she
There's
wanted
stunts
to
in
go-
Wicked?
Yeah, dude. What do you mean?
I've
I
never
assume
seen it.
like they're doing like wire work and stuff. Like
Right,
even
they're
though it's
doing-
green screen, she's still like on the broom and they're still like
Right. There's
bouncing
a
her
lot of
around.
stunts. What do you mean?
whole
She
blockbuster.
yeah, she did a bunch of stunts. And she did them all
I've
herself.
not know what Wicked's about other than I'm not really a bad witch. You made me bad because you're mean, white man.
well, everyone was mean. They just didn't understand her. It's like Thanos.
Yeah, see that's why I don't like Wicked. They're trying to reinterpret.
I haven't seen it yet.
I know of the fact that it's like the
Okay,
Wicked
so
Witch
wait.
wasn't really wicked. She was.
You
she
need to
wasn't-
start. No, you need to start.
It's not what it's
watching-
about. It's how it is about it.
Yeah, you need to watch those videos. Like there are a bunch of YouTubers that made videos like dissecting the Wizard of Oz and explaining how like it's like there are a lot of theories that the Wicked Witch wasn't really the bad one. Like these are all based on theories too. Like Wicked was based on another theory that like she was bad because she was different because she was. I mean, they were all witches. They were Wicked Witch of the East, West, South. You know what I'm saying? So it's an interesting concept. It's kind of like Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai was started based on a fan theory that Johnny was actually the one that was being bullied by Daniel, and they kind of incorporated that in Cobra Kai.
Actually, you're wrong.
No, I'm not wrong. You shut
Yes,
your
you
whore
are.
mouth.
Cobra Kai only got greenlit because of the How I Met Your Mother episode, in which Barney wanted the real Karate Kid to be.
Okay, I didn't. First of all, I didn't. Okay, I didn't
That can't
say
be the only reason.
Okay, first
Yeah,
of all, I
it is.
didn't say. Hold on, I didn't say that was the reason Cobra Kai was made. I said that the script was written based on the fan theory about like Daniel being the actual bully and Johnny not being as bad.
Hell yeah.
And they actually do talk about that in Cobra Kai.
There's precedent. Didn't like Beowulf? Didn't they do one called Grendel with perspective of the monster? They do this shit every once in a while.
Yeah, I didn't mean to come in and chime in on like whatever you guys talk about. I was just trying to harass you because you harassed my stream.
But Tony is onto something, because when you see the Wicked Witch's sister, you're gonna hate Dorothy for dumping that house on her. She's like in a wheelchair. You feel so bad for her already. Like it's like they're almost like they're laying it in thick. That dude, a house is gonna land on that poor girl. Like holy shit, she's already like had a rough life and shit. It's like damn.
Yeah, but that's not in the original story. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so everyone
I know
keeps
that's
going,
what's
like,
cool.
The Wizard of Oz, right? People have theories about the Wizard of Oz, but everyone keeps skipping the fact that there's a whole series of books about the land of Oz, and they go over everything, like the history of Oz, the witches, their backstory. The backstories they exist. So Wicked is just like ignoring everything else in the Oz canon and going, no, this is what really happened.
Well, I think there's nothing really wrong with having different versions of stories or like prequels that kind of go based on like theories of like why the original happened and the characters and like their backstory, because we didn't really get much lore about the Wicked Witch and Glenda.
Movie, yes, I agree. But that's why I said the book series talks about that stuff.
Yeah, but it's
so in order
okay.
for Wicked to work, you have to ignore the book series.
What if
but it's not.
What if the book stuck though? Like that's why no one's talking about him.
All great.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Talks about him.
The Wicked story wasn't too bad. I thought the Wicked story was kind of cliche, because how many stories have we seen about like the bad guy became bad? Like Tony said, I'm bad because I was made that way. Yeah, that we've gotten that in many stuff. Yeah. Right. I was just misunderstood. I wasn't bad, or like that's what they did with Maleficent. That woman was a bitch, but Angelina Jolie's hot, so we can't make Angelina Jolie stay the bad guy.
Right.
She's too sexy.
Who also starred in a Beowulf movie.
Right. She was bad in the Beowulf movie. That movie. I've never been so attracted to pixels in my life.
That's a weird thing. I never thought I'd hit. Tony has OCD and loritism. Yeah. It's true.
You like to stick to the lore and stuff?
No, it's not that I like to stick to the lore, but if it exists, I don't like to ignore it, right? Like Oz the Great and Powerful is good because it doesn't ignore the canon, it adds to the canon, right?
Gotcha.
Whereas this is like you have to actively ignore the canon in order to fit Wicked story into the
is it canon?
lore.
Yeah, can it be its own thing?
Frank L. Baum wrote the books.
Can it be Elseworld? Can it be Oz Elseworld?
Yeah, I mean that works. Because I mean
it can be the multiverse.
This is the start of James Gunn's DCU, right here. And it's the Ayer cut at the same time. Let's go. That's how James Gunn is a genius. He did both at the same time with Wicked.
Also, does it never rain in like Oz? That none of the witches ever got wet?
Stop reading the chat, Tony. Stop reading the chat, Tony.
Did you read that shit? Why they never? I still don't know why the witch is like allergic to water. They never. I don't think they explained that either.
It's holy water.
Oh, is that what it is? So she's
I have no idea why water made her. That's true. Why that it was a weird.
She's dirty bitch. That's why.
Yeah, that is weird. That like she did die from water. Like that was like the thing.
Tony, why?
I have no idea.
Damn it!
I don't think it's
water. Like you read the books and shit.
Wait, I need to find out. I'm gonna Google
the books and shit. Come on.
I'm gonna Google it because now I'm curious.
because water is pure or some stupid shit.
Probably. I mean, the whole book is the original Wizard of Oz is an allegory for the U.S.'s dependence on precious metals in their economy.
Unobtainium.
You know that, right? No, her original slippers aren't ruby; they're silver.
Oh,
And
yeah, they're silver. Yeah.
Yellow
they made
brick
that
road.
red
My girlfriend
for
mentioned that,
the
yeah.
movie,
Oh,
right?
okay. Here it goes. The reason for her melting was that the Wicked Witch, extremely vile and old, that all the blood in her body dried up long before the wonderful Wizard of Oz takes place. When she finally comes into contact with water, it burns her skin like acid, and she dissolves into a puddle on the floor.
Wait, okay.
So she's a vampire. Look at that.
Okay, well,
She's got old, dry blood, I guess, and because when you put dryness on water, it just melts you. I guess I don't know.
But-
Maybe I.
yeah, but okay, this kind of goes with Tony's point. But then in Wicked, that shouldn't happen, right? Because they do. I don't want to do spoilers, but like in Wicked, then her blood should not be dry and water should not work.
So
Because
basically, what
it's
you're saying is that
propaganda that her blood dried up like sand because she was so evil. So
okay. So your point
there's
is
a contradiction in Wicked.
so
damn.
basically, what you're saying is in Wicked, at some point, she comes in contact with water, and it does hurt her, even though she's young.
No, okay, I'll do minor spoilers. The intro is literally the opening prologue is like after Dorothy dumped her with water, and it like goes through like the hat on the floor, and it's like you're hearing the stuff happened like in the past and shit. So it's like
So the one witch was allergic to water, and the other witch was
confirmed
allergic
that
to houses.
it confirmed in Wicked that she did in fact have her blood dried up. Apparently, yeah. So that's interesting.
So I like Grumpy's comment because I'm thinking, I'm like, so if she got excited downstairs when she melts,
She would just melt from pleasure.
I could never be horny. I'll die.
Yeah. She's a witch.
What a
You know,
life.
like they say a guy who doesn't get laid is a wizard, and then an old lady would be a
There
witch.
you go.
Who
What
has
did
ever
they
said
say?
that? Who has
You've
ever?
never heard that?
No,
Like incels say that after like 40 years of being a virgin, you turn into a wizard. It's like the
The
joke.
wizard became
Holy
the new
shit.
stand-in for.
I
incel
have
war.
never heard
Virgin,
that
yeah.
in my
you
life.
just
Look
wake
at
up with a white beard.
You get superpowers.
You become Gandalf.
Yeah,
You
Yeah.
shall not
Gandalf the White.
climax.
that's when you become Gandalf the White. Just blinding light. to
You
everyone.
shall not climax.
Anyway, that's Wicked, guys. Don't go see it. We don't want it to get any higher on the box office. We want it to bomb. We want it to lose all of its money. Fuck them kids. That's why. Now we have an interesting story, and we got Saggy here to help us with this. Her favorite person in the world we're going to talk about. Smash JT.
Who said that? I don't hate Smash JT anymore. We made up.
That's why I said it was your favorite person. I didn't say it was your not favorite person.
Okay, he's not my favorite person just because we made up.
You're really making this very difficult for me. You know that.
I wasn't here to make it easy for you.
Anyway, we got to go to smashjt.com. It's a 3-minute read. Thank God. God of War creator David Jaffe loses his mind in unhinged sexist rant over Vara Dark. 3 people that I've had interactions with over the years. Crazy David Jaffe, who we had a little back and forth on Twitter once or twice, and he also was very adamant that Tommy Tallarico did not steal $17 million.
Oh,
That
no.
Tommy was just quote
He's one
unquote
of
in
those.
over his head because he's a friend of Tommy's. So he swept up for him. Of course, Smash JT was also a Tommy Tallarico sweeper, and then he became a hater, detractor. Now he's a grifter. He's gone full circle. So there's that. And then, of course, Vara Dark. Briefly, was friends with Vara. I was in the community. She did a couple of reviews for my website.
Oh God.
I met her in
What?
person.
Saggy met her in person. She also interviewed Tommy Tallarico. It's everyone. It's just a full.
I met her
reunion.
I met her at at the second Emiko event in Boston because I think Vara is from Massachusetts. I don't know where. I'm not doxing her.
people now.
No, I honestly have no idea where she. But I met her in person. She's very tiny and she's absolutely adorable in person. She's so cute. I have no bad things to say. I don't agree with her takes on a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
she is very cute in person, and she's very sweet, actually. Regardless of her takes on anything, she comes off as generally a nice person.
Yep, from what I've seen, she has really shit content, but she could be nice.
She has really red hair. Like, her hair is so red. It's so pretty.
Yeah, she dyes it.
I know. Well, duh. Nobody has natural red hair, like red hair.
I'm just saying that because it's not red in the picture that Smash used.
No, it's orange. I don't know if he
Yeah,
changed the
it's-
color, but yeah. But she is very hot. I will say that.
So
10
you're
out.
agreeing with David Jaffe is what you're saying.
It's too hot. Look at that.
I didn't say she's too hot. I just said she is hot.
Fair is too hot. It's not fair.
What does that
You know,
mean?
if-
She needs
if
to
I
be like
didn't
picked
know,
up
like,
by a
if I was
network
just,
or
like,
something.
I don't know, but here's what I'm thinking, right? Like, if I was someone who had no idea, no context for any of this, right? Like, I wouldn't know who was yelling. Like, there's no indication of who Vara is in the thumbnail, right? It's not really a typical woman's name, so I wouldn't like necessarily go, oh, it's this woman. And it's not like she's too hot, right? Vera is too hot. It's not fair. So like, is she ranting about this guy's rant saying this? Like, is she Vera? Is he Vara? Right? Smash, come on, you gotta do better. Maybe put an arrow, something that always helps.
Well, that's
Circle.
the point. You're supposed to read the article to understand.
It's not an article.
what's
There's a
going on.
video. You see, there's a video.
Oh, well,
saying-
then you're supposed
You
to watch the video.
But this is what you get for going on Smash JT or whatever the hell this site is.
He blew
Look, why
up.
can't I just not complain about Smash's thumbnails without you undermining my authority, Saggy?
I
I
undermined
mean,
it
you
too.
asked a question. I just answered you. Why are you bullying me on your own channel right now?
Why am I bullying you on my own?
Why are
channel?
you bullying me? Don't ask me a question that I won't answer. I'll
Yeah, what
just shut
why
up.
you
I don't know if I specifically asked you the question, but whatever.
You asked a question. I thought it was to us, so I answered because I'm the one that talks the most. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna start
Um,
flirting with
Sometimes
TJ
it's
if
rhetorical.
you guys don't stop.
Please don't
Stop
do
what?
that. Don't do that.
Hey TJ.
I don't know what it is that you were alluding to there, Perp.
Why are you
But-
gay?
But me and Saggy, we homies, and that's about it.
Why are you gay? Why are you
Yeah,
gay?
why
Homies
you
flirt.
gay?
Why are you gay?
Homies flirt. I was flirting with TJ just now.
What? No,
You missed
no,
it.
no. Why are you gay?
Homies flirt, okay?
No,
Stop.
homies.
Play the
do
song,
not-
please.
Why are you gay?
I was about to say, play the Eric July song.
Why are you
Anyway.
gay?
I think you've said gay so many times that we're now demonetized. Thank you. David Jaffe, the creator of God of War, at one time, way back in the day, had quite the storied career. Okay, Smash, you're a fucking retard. Okay, you can't say at one time back in the day had quite the storied career in gaming. He still has a storied career. Like, it doesn't go away because it's no longer back in the day. Like, how is someone this fucking dumb have 100,000? Saggy.
It's
He's
the
a better
grift.
grifter. He's a better grifter than you.
Yeah, that's it. It's the grift.
Confidence and extremism. That's
People
what it is.
hate that Alyssa McCart, whatever her last name is.
Mercante?
People, yes.
True.
What little movie perp? Are you good?
Why? What happened?
Your dinosaur head on my screen keeps like looking down like he's sad.
Oh, sorry. How's that?
Okay, I was just thrown off. He looked really sad, but I don't know, Tony. I think it's just because he's a better grifter. But I have to agree. If his career is still clear, relevant to this day.
Did he do the new
You know
one?
what's funny? You want to hear what's really funny?
What?
So way back in the day, right? Let's talking about back in the day, back in the gap, as Eric July would say, way back in the gap. Myself, Smash JT, and we were in Vara's Discord in her community. He was basically shunned from her community at one point for being a
Who?
little fucking Smash.
Oh,
For being a little what's the word I'm looking for here? Weasel. For being a weasel. Way
how
back in the
so?
gap.
How so?
Also, because he used to always make videos on people, and he'd always be attacking people, Screamwave Media. He'd always complain about it, how it's not fair that they're getting all the attention on YouTube and he's not getting any.
Hmm.
He's just really weaselly. So it's really weird that it's come to the point where now he's publicly like backing Vara because it's beneficial to his grift, right?
I mean, in fairness, I backed Smash JT. We made amends because, like, I thought what happened to him was wrong.
What happened to him?
The friggin' Melissa chick contacting his wife and stuff.
I thought that was funny as fuck.
Nah, I don't like that. I
That
don't
was
like,
hilarious.
I don't like
Hey,
that stuff.
hey,
I don't
did
like
you
it when
see-
people.
Did you see what your
Nah,
husband said about me?
nah. I
That
don't.
was fucking
I mean,
hilarious.
it's funny, but also it's like it's wrong. I don't like it when people make it personal. Like, if you have issues on the internet, it should stay there. But like bringing family members who have nothing to do with your issues with somebody else, like that's to me wrong. Like
That's
you're
what makes it
basically
funny.
you're basically a fucking Karen at that point. Like you're like I said, it's like you went to the manager, like you went to Smash GT and said, I'm gonna talk to your manager, I'm gonna talk to your wife. It's fucking weird. It's unhinged behavior, in my opinion.
That's what makes it funny.
I mean, it's funny, yeah, but it still was wrong. So of course I was gonna support Smash JT with that because I think that attacking people's family or
But she didn't attack,
contacting
so
them.
that's the
No,
thing.
I'm saying attacking people's family, contacting their family, doxing, I think all that's just stupid.
I don't know. I think it's funny, like they say, I'm gonna tell your mom on you. Like, hey, you know that shit you've been talking. I think your mom should know when you contact someone's mom. I think that's funny.
I mean, again, it's funny because that person who did it is clearly stupid, but it's still wrong. So I like by default, I'm like, yeah, I don't like you. If you're gonna take some online shit and go tell my fucking mom or my wife or my husband or whatever, like, and go out of your way to find them because like your butt hurt.
She didn't really
like,
go out of
that's
her
weird.
way though. That's the thing. Like, I hate that. Like the framing of it. Like you went out of your way. Like she just went on Facebook and it was like literally like right there. Like there's Smash yelling at me on Facebook.
But
and there's
but
his
this
wife.
but this is what I'm saying. You like she clearly went on Facebook to find him, dude. Like it's not like he just randomly popped up as a recommended friend. She went on
No,
Facebook to find
they were
him.
going at it. They were going at it both on Facebook and Twitter, from my understanding.
I
So-
saw it on Twitter, and then all of a sudden she messaged it. Either way, my point being is still like you still went out of your way to message somebody's wife. Like you clicked on their page, saw that they were married to someone, and went out of your way to click that button on your wife's profile, open up Messenger, and type that message to his wife.
Which was funny.
I'm not saying it's not funny, Tony. I'm saying that it's still wrong, even if it's funny.
I don't know. I don't understand how it's okay. I get that it's not cool, right? Like you're like, oh no. But if you're not doing anything, right? Like if I go, hey, if I contact Perp's girlfriend, I was like, hey, did you hear that Perp said he liked Wicked? And she's like, yeah, he tells me all the time. Like, I don't think Perp's hiding anything from his girlfriend.
Tony,
Right?
do you
So-
laugh at dead baby jokes?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
Oh my
so,
lord.
Okay, exactly. Thank you, little movie perp. So even though some dead baby jokes, we laugh at it because it's so like absurd that somebody made a dead baby joke, but we laugh because it's funny at the absurdity of a dead
Yeah.
baby joke. But it's still low key wrong to talk about dead babies.
I don't know if it's wrong. Comedy can't be wrong. But it would be like saying, like, if you were like, hey, I'm going to tell your mom you laugh at them. I'd be like, go ahead. She knows. Like, that's what
Again,
I'm saying. Like,
I think the issue
it
is
shouldn't
that-
be a big deal because, no, the issue is he was scared that his wife wasn't going to be happy with what she heard.
No,
It
because
doesn't make sense.
his
He
wife
knows
didn't
online,
give a
too.
shit. His wife didn't
Right,
give a shit.
but he gave a shit because he thought she might give a shit, is what I'm saying.
We've dealt
You don't
with
know
I don't
that.
think just like the quartering, the same thing happened with the quartering. Someone wrote a letter to the quartering's house, and he got really pissed because he intercepted it before his wife could get it. Because I'm 100% sure his wife has no idea what shenanigans he gets up to online. A lot of people do things online that their families don't know, the shenanigans that they get up to. And I'm sure Smash might be in that boat at some point.
So
maybe
he-
she's
see,
vaguely aware.
I don't like
of-
I don't like the quartering, and even I still think that's wrong. Because, like, again, unless the whole thing is like, if you're cheating on your wife, yes, your wife has a right to know, especially if you're the woman.
Oh,
who
that
does-
time they
like-
do. They have a right to know if they're cheating.
Right,
but
they
if
100%
they're
right to know.
acting a fool, they don't
But
have a right to know.
stupid shit on the
Yeah, I
internet
think
shouldn't
there's
be a
exceptions.
thing.
Yeah, here's a good example. Remember, I think she was in IGN at one point, Alana Pierce, that she would get like a bunch of like essay threats and stuff like that, and she found out that they were just teenagers. She contacted the parents. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like I think that specifically is fine. If you're like, especially if
think
dealing
that's
with,
funny
like,
too.
freaking-
Mm,
It
I mean,
varies. It varies. Like I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Tony, I'm
Because
not
the
saying it's
whole
not
cheating
funny.
spouse thing, that is, I don't know.
Right. I'm
That's
not
different.
saying it's not funny. Like, it's funny. We can laugh at it, but I'm also sitting here like, I still think it's wrong to have contacted his wife. Like, keep your beef with the person to the person. Don't like bring family
Probably.
involved. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not
Totally agree
funny.
with that.
I don't know. I don't know the exact escalation process that it went through with these two people. I just heard about it after she had contacted the wife, so I don't know. How far into the beef and what was going on. So I can't say that it was or wasn't a appropriate response because I don't know what Smash had told her or whatever.
I think it had to do with his campaign end to
get her fired.
Kotaku.
Okay, so yeah,
The end
definitely.
the end Kotaku.
Well, he brought her job into it, so I think it's not.
But it wasn't just about her. It was about like.
But
Kotaku in
it affected her, correct? So if I say, hey, you know what? Let's where do you work? Let's say Saggy works at Coca-Cola. I said, let's end Coca-Cola so everyone at Coca-Cola gets fired. Knowing I'm beefing with you and that's gonna affect you. You would be like, what the fuck, Tony? Does your mom know you're trying to like get me fired at Coca-Cola?
Tony, if people were trying to boycott McDonald's and I worked at McDonald's,
it's not a boycott.
I'm not gonna sit here and if people are trying to say we need
it's not a boycott.
okay,
it's not a boycott. No, this is not a boycott.
Okay, I'm giving you an example.
A boycott is don't do this thing. Don't
Tony,
purchase
I'm giving
Coca-Cola.
Ending
Coca-Cola is not a boycott.
Okay.
Ending Kotaku is not a boycott.
Ending Coca-Cola.
Did this guy do the last God of War? I don't.
No.
So hold on.
He got kicked off of God of War.
Tony,
okay.
if I was working for Coca-Cola and you were trying to get Coca-Cola shut down for business, which means I would be out of job, the one thing I'm not going to do is go to your wife and say, your husband is trying to get me to lose my job. That sounds like a corporate issue, and that's above my fucking pay grade. So I'm not stressing.
If you're trying to get me to lose my job, I'm like, hey, do you know what your girlfriend, your husband, whoever's like doing? This guy's trying to get me actively fired because I called him, a putz or whatever online. Again, there's a difference. If you say, hey, boycott Kotaku, stop reading Kotaku, that's fine. But if you go, let's end Kotaku, let's put the pressure on their sponsors and stuff so that they all lose their jobs and they all go away. I think that's where you cross the line, right? You cross the line, and Potion has said this good too, right? The other in one of his videos. There's a difference between journalism and activism, right? Journalism means this is what happened, and here I'm going to let you know. Activism is here's what happened, and here's what you need to do, right? When you have a call to action, that's when you've crossed the line from being a journalist to an activist, right? Smash 18 had a call to action, right? They did a call to action to end Kotaku. I don't agree with Kotaku. I think they have terrible takes, but I would never call for anyone's job. I would never say, hey, we need to end this and get all these people fired. My solution would be we need to build something better so people have an alternative they can go to instead of Kotaku. We're going to end Kotaku by giving you a better option.
I do agree with that, but I'm also saying that that to me does not warrant going out contacting people's family about it. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you are going to go after the corporation, that's one thing. I agree with you there. But at the same time, that still doesn't mean because I'm going after the corporate that now you as the employee have a right to contact my family about it.
Yeah, but we know why you're going after the corporate. He's not going after Kotaku because he hates Kotaku. He's going after Kotaku because of you. Right?
Yeah, it wasn't just Alyssa. It wasn't just Alyssa, though. That's what I'm saying. It was a bunch of other people who work at Kotaku.
Then how come you can't name them?
He has.
No, how come you can't name them?
Because he focuses on Alyssa.
Right, exactly. Because it was never about the other people.
Because Alyssa went, no.
They were just the side characters.
We can agree to disagree on this one because I don't want to derail as much as I have derailed.
Okay, let's continue. Continuing on. So yeah, this opening sentence, terrible opening sentence. Had quite the storied career, but his recent public tirade, specifically against YouTuber Vara Dark, among a slew of other strange takes, has left everyone questioning his sanity. Guys, I wasn't left questioning his sanity because I called David Jaffe crazy like a year ago when he was still sweeping for Tommy. But again, this is why Smash JT is 100% not a journalist. Okay, public tirade; those are loaded words. Tirade is a loaded word because we're going to listen.
Reporting of the Sonic game, right?
Yeah, we're gonna listen to the clip, and you tell me if it's a tirade, right?
You are in that chair, Vara, because of your hair and your face and your gender.
I've heard stories about how
He sounded like he was like super tirading, right? Like that was crazy. Like the emotion and the anger in David Jaffe's voice. He was so mad, right? Like
I've seen people do this to us.
David Jaffe just went on some serious unhinged rant against friend of the
he's so unhinged, that we're not going to
Unhinged.
show you. We're not going to show you the rant. I'm going to talk over it and just show David on screen and tell you it's
Screaming.
unhinged, but not show you the unhinged. And again, I know David Jaffe is unhinged because he like believes in like weird socialism stuff, and I actually got him to like look into like robo socialism. He's like, "Oh, that's
What?
really interesting."
What's
Like, yeah.
robo socialism?
That's where we have socialism, but we have a robotic underclass that basically does all the jobs, right? In order to have
Oh.
true socialism and everyone to be equal, you still need a like a slave class, right?
Basically, the Matrix before the Matrix happened.
Whoa, whoa,
No,
whoa!
it's basically, you ever see the movie iRobot?
Oh yeah, iRobot too. Yeah, that counts.
Right? All the robots do all the jobs, and the people get to do whatever they want. But you need the robot. Without the robots, you can't have, because you can't have socialism because people still have to work. And if everyone's equal, and if there's no incentive, there's no motivation for me to do work if everyone's getting paid the same, right? So if you have to eliminate all the jobs with robots first, and then you can have socialism.
Hell yeah. That sounds dope. Let's mix that with the Wall-E where we're all like overweight and scooters. I'd love that. Is that robo socialism?
It
They
could
had
be.
to have been. That had to have been. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I
weren't
mean,
doing
but they were
nothing
also
over there.
isolated in fat.
Yeah.
Let's continue with the video. Smash is gonna.
channel, Vara Dark, full bias disclosed here. I think she's a very good, high quality content creator, which I've butted heads against with her in the past, but I've always respected her, which is something that David definitely didn't do here. The way he's acting with all of this goes.
What way? Smash. So much framing. So much framing in this
He
video.
didn't even let him play the. He didn't even play the video. Like, I barely heard David Jaffe. I thought that was David talking.
He seemed very cold and calculated.
And again, I've seen David Jaffe rant, and what David said at the beginning about Vera's hair and her face. Okay, we could hem and haw, and we could pretend, we could cover our eyes and play make believe all we want, but we know, and the reality is, yes, some of her attention, claim, fame,
He's not wrong.
status comes from the fact that she's a woman in a space dominated by men. She's not ugly. And she stands out, right? It's undeniable. To deny reality would be insane, right? I'm not saying that she has bad takes, like her takes are bad and the only reason she's here. No, I'm saying that has enhanced her ability to operate in this space, right? Because we've seen there's other people in this space that are females that are less attractive, that they don't get the attention, right? No one wants to listen to what they say. Her attractiveness gets you through the door, right? You go, oh, that's a pretty girl. I'm going to go see what she has to say. And then you stay there because what she says is something you agree with. But that initially got you through the door, right? We can't deny it. Am I wrong, Perp?
Nope.
YouTube is a visual medium. It is what it
it's
is.
a visual medium. It's the
Works
same thing
just like
with, I've said
Hollywood,
this
you know?
before, with I said it before with people's voices, right? If you have a good radio voice, you'll go further on YouTube than if your voice is like really weird. If you have a really weird voice, chances are people aren't going to take you as serious.
All right. Top 10 YouTube voices. I'll go first. All right. Matt Jarbo, Mr. Medica.
No way, Matt Jarbo. Matt Jarbo?
You don't like his voice? You don't think he has like that sort of like radio voice a little bit?
No, it's
No?
very whiny. And
What about
like,
Medicare? I love Medicare's voice sonically. Just like, I don't know what it is about it.
Yeah, Medicare is okay.
Anyone who has vocal fry, they definitely can't be in your top 10.
You think Medicare has vocal fry?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just
Oh, okay.
throwing that out there.
Markiplier. Yeah, Markiplier has a great
Markiplier,
voice.
yep.
Lily Pichu. Love her voice.
A lot of those people, though, if you listen, if you go back to their old stuff, right? If you even go back to like Vera's old stuff, right? Her voice now is very different from her voice when she first.
Radio voice, right? And
Yeah.
they end up finding their radio voice and then sticking to it.
It's not just, and it's not just the voice, but it's the cadence, right? A lot of people, when they read stuff over and over again, you get like this. It's almost muscle memory to the way you speak. It becomes very robotic and stuff. Quartering has that, like where it's like this weird cadence to his voice.
Oh,
It's
He's
like,
a
slow you to sleep.
Yeah.
that guy. I consider him talented because I don't know how like the fact that people could listen to him because he's so boring too. Like he's very very monotone. He
Talented.
speaks he speaks so slow. It's like, dude, that's a talent. Like whatever that
Even
is.
Nerdrotic.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, Neurotic, I think he could speak like, and he's like kind of like jumpy, and he's like seems excited to trash shit. Quartering is so slow, so slow. It's like wow.
Plungecast says, "Who are these unattractive females in the community?" Oh, Tony. I don't know because they're so unattractive. I don't pay attention to them.
Yeah.
Grumpy says, "Vera is pretty, but her brain works quite well." See, Malik here is being honest. He says, "I'll be honest. I first watched Vara because she's pretty, but I stuck around for her personality."
Well, there you go.
Yeah, Nexpo has a good voice. The other
Scared theater, whatever.
no. Who's the one that was like chasing after the Chomos?
There's a bunch of those.
No, but there was like one of those like Nexpo type guy. Like, but then it turns out like all the stuff he was doing was like fake.
Aw.
Anyway, we're derailing. Let's get back to Smash.
It's the show
this
just
guy's
how
voice.
far the mighty have fallen.
Munchkin
Hit
wicked
that subscribe.
voice.
Just how far the mighty have fallen. Man, I didn't know David was so mighty. He did metal too.
God, give me a like and check out smashjt.com for the full article breaking down David Jaffe's unhinged rant attacking Vara Dark. Not because he thinks she's just unintelligent, but because she's pretty. And that's why she gets attention?
I mean, you're not educated enough. You're not bright enough, Vera, to talk to me or to talk about what I talk about. You're just not.
Shots fired. Again, this doesn't sound unhinged. This just
I'm
sounds
starting
like
to agree with him actually.
commentary.
He's just grilling her.
What does he talk about? I assume it's about game development, right?
No, he talks about politics and other things.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah. Don't do that.
Twisted metal every now and then.
Sticking your
God
area
of War every now
expertise,
and then.
and you'd be
Yeah.
right.
Well, because he doesn't really develop games anymore. He has like a small studio or something. They pretty much kicked him out of like Twisted Metal and all that stuff.
They
God
Santa
of War,
Monica
sure.
Studios. They got
But he knows his way around how it works more than a lot of people on YouTube. So I imagine he probably attacks a lot of talking points that are out there, narratives, And I'd probably
I'm
trust
gonna
his
say
words
yes
over-
and no. I'm gonna say
Okay,
yes.
okay.
He knows how it works before, but it's like one of those things. Like the industry moves so fast, right? Like if you were working for Sony 20 years ago and then you stopped, can you really
whole
say, well,
different
20 years
landscape,
ago this is how it worked? Like, yeah, but do you know if it's still like that, right? You haven't been there in a while, like,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
The last game he made was the 2012 Twisted Metal. But that's about it.
Oh wow. He's not the creator of Twisted Metal as well, though, right? Like the original. He is?
He is.
Damn, he is a legend.
And the first God
Shit,
of War.
I love Twisted
That's
Metal.
all-
I never
that's him.
played the
That's
God of
all
War
him.
stuff. Damn.
Yeah. He's like I said, that's why I was like when Smash is like he had a story. No, he has a storied career. He's
Yeah.
still David Jaffe. At the end of the day, he's still the guy, right?
Yeah.
He's just old and very lefty now. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like when
Let
people
me-
try to take it away from EVS, it's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
like he still did what he
True.
did, right?
After Drawn to Death, that was like his like last game, and that didn't do well. So anyway, he's saying Vara is uneducated and he's not wrong. He's not right either, right? Vara doesn't have like degrees and stuff in game development, right? But I think she's been around long enough, and she's talked to enough people that she does have some sort of idea.
He paid
what's
enough
going on.
attention, Yeah.
You are not. And I'm going to look. You are a somewhat attractive woman with a really great head of hair. That's why you have an audience.
But we really going there? How the mighty have fallen. David.
Why you should
How
let
the
him
mighty have
speak.
fallen.
And again,
Where's the
we've
ball?
said it here. I'm not going to disagree with her, with him. Right? When I first found Vara Dark, it was because of her hair. I went, "Oh shit, this girl has red hair. Let me check her out." Yeah. True story. True story. I saw her hair. I said, "Wow, she's got fucking dope hair."
I know so
And a
many
bunch of
blondes
people-
and brunettes, but not redheads.
Yeah, I love red. Everyone knows my my love of redheads. It's
Shout out
legendary.
Barbara Gordon.
Now. And so yeah, I had mentioned it, and I was like, "Oh, she got dope hair." And then a bunch of people called me a simp. It was really weird. But then Vera was actually she actually stood up for me. Was like, "No, he's not a simp. He's just being nice." And so that's how I met Vara Dark.
Oh,
Jaffe, the creator of God of War, at one time, way back in the day, had quite the storied gaming career. In
See, he keeps saying that like his career doesn't go away because you disagree with him. Like he still has it. It's still his. The legacy still exists.
recent public tirades, though, it has clashed directly against the legacy he built for himself, specifically, this time, against YouTuber Vara Dark, among a slew of other strange takes that he's had recently. And it's left everyone questioning his own sanity. So when I get into this here, let's first show what Vara Dark was saying and her take on his weird take.
Like, look at Matt Hansen, the art director of Avowed. He said he wants crusty white dudes removed from the industry. Do you really think that
That's not what he said. See, this is where I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to push back on Vara. She does do this. I've noticed. We've actually had words exchanged about this kind of thing. That's not what he said. It's 100% not what the Avowed director said. What the Avowed director had said was that if you are a person of color, and I'm not, this is not an exact quote, but this is paraphrasing. If you're a person of color who does game developer or whatever, you could reach out to me and I will take a look at your portfolios and give you advice on how to get in the industry because there are a lot of crusty white dudes in here and we need to replace me. He said specifically himself. He didn't say we got to get, it's all crusty white dudes. We need to get rid of the crusty. He just said that there's crusty white dudes in here and we would like more diversity.
that is like an acceptable comment? No, it's not, but he thinks it is. These are the types of people that we are calling out. And because these types of people are running rampant in the industry, there's really nobody who has a differing opinion. And then we get the same types of games over and over. So all we are doing is call.
I'm not sure if it's Smash or her video, but someone edited something there. Like you could see the jump cut.
There's a jump cut, yeah.
Calling out a company when we see content we do not like.
Vara's roast was direct but fair. She called Jaffe salty for blaming gamers and YouTubers for failures in the industry.
Okay, if that's what she did, why didn't you show that part, you fucking moron? You
Here he
showed her
is
talking about
over
the
people
Avowed.
again. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like he goes, look what Vara said, and she talks about the Avowed director and goes, she called David Jaffe salty. Like, no, she didn't. That's not the clip you played. Why don't you just play the clip? This is the clip you should be playing instead of talking over this, and then you could say the thing about how she got into it with Jaffe.
Amazing.
While refusing to accept the mediocrity of the Veilguard. But recounting Jaffe's past comments,
refusing to accept it. What the hell?
The
does that
mediocrity
mean?
of the Veilguard? Is the Veilguard the thing?
So my understanding is that David Jaffe basically said that Dragon Age Veilguard would have done better, it would have sold better if the people on YouTube, if the grifters, as he called them, had not attacked the game. And that's 100% verifiably true, right? If no one shits on a game, then more people will buy it, right? There's like no way around it. Now you just have to argue whether or not it was
They contributed really hard. Like the game,
whether it's deserved, right? Like if you're shitting on something and it deserves to be shit on, then yeah, that's fine. But if you're shitting on something because you're like, you just hate black people, then I guess that would be not fine, right? So I think that's where we have to like draw the line. Like, was it a justifiable shitting? Lack of better terms, right? And so, yes, David Jaffe is correct that if they didn't shit on the game, it would have sold better, right? But the people who shit on the game were also correct to say that there were reasons to shit on the game, right?
Observations about his hypocrisy seem to really strike a nerve on Jaffe. And this guy goes on an unhinged rant for
that's like the third time he said unhinged, and I've yet to see any unhinged ranting.
Give or take 5 or so minutes with some really great sound bites, because this is just pure insanity.
I mean, Vara Dark.
Oh my God! You hear how insane he sounds? Pure insanity. He's like, oh my God, Vara Dark, and he puts his hands.
Vara Dark.
Look at that.
You look, however much you love Vara Dark and you love this side of the aisle, that's cool. Okay, but hang on. And do I think
that jump cut again?
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
He went to vomit.
Out.
Trump's assassination was staged? I don't know. Hell, going back to Barack.
Why is he cutting? What are you doing?
It's trying to. He's just putting the most sensational part with any context that we get. Like, oh,
that's what it is. Yeah.
Well, also he's
because he just literally like that's really crazy what he said, right? Like, oh, Trump's assassination is fake or something, right? But like,
but it's worse than that. It's actually this is what you call this is nefarious, okay? Because if you're not looking at the screen, okay, if you're just listening, you don't realize that it's jump cuts. You think that that's David Jaffe jumping around because the way it's being cut, you're like, oh my God, David Jaffe's like so unhinged. Look at he's going from this to that to that to that to that. Like, that's what it seems like to a listener, not a viewer, but a listener, someone who's just listening. Again, this is disingenuous, 100%. This is why people call you grifters, right? Because you do shit like this, Smash.
Obama not being a citizen, or you guys talking about kids going to school and coming home a different sex. You really want to go toe to toe with which political party, Vara?
Jaffe responded with a tirade that was as condescending as it was, frankly, bizarre.
Okay, wasn't condescending, it wasn't bizarre, and you cut him off.
Among his many hot and spicy takes along the way, he accused Vara of being a mental lightweight and repeatedly demeaned her intellect, appearance, and credibility. He straight up went.
He didn't demean her appearance. He said she was pretty.
Yeah, where's this come from?
And here's the other thing. Like, are we not allowed to call people stupid anymore? Because I know that the grifters call people stupid all the time, right? Like, so it's okay when we call you stupid,
right?
Yeah. So it's okay when we say you're stupid, wicked lady, for saying that you're stupid, Alyssa Marcante. But when they go,
figuring people's faces on the thumbnails and shit. Come on.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird. Like I said, I am. If you want to be a journalist, you got to be objective. You got to just present the facts. This is what happened. Here's his words. Here's her words. Boom. You're done. You want to be an activist, you do shit like this.
Went to attacking her looks to try to defeat her. And it's a bold strategy that typically doesn't work out. Like, it'd be one thing if Vara Dark was just this bubbly personality that's super attractive, that doesn't really have.
Now he's saying, if anything, Smash is saying that she's not as good looking.
It's one thing if she was that, but she's not.
Yeah, could you imagine if she was really bubbly and super attractive? It's a good thing she's not. Like, whoa.
She had great content. Can you imagine? Wow.
Like, Smash, you're almost putting her down. Like, maybe rethink the way you're saying things.
Imagine if she was actually educated.
Imagine if she was hot, guys. Like, whoa. Are you saying she's ugly? Like, what are you saying here, sir?
Anything to say about gaming in general, but she's just like a pretty face to look at. Okay, I might actually give you that. But Vara isn't.
He might actually give you that. You know why? Because Smash JT actually went after Destiny FOMO repeatedly. He went after a retro gaming YouTuber. Why? Because she was a woman who was attractive. Smash JT made several videos attacking Destiny FOMO simply for being a female in the retro gaming collector space and being attractive and having an OnlyFans. So yeah, Smash is a great upholder of women's rights and liberties.
He looks like he's like pinching out a shit when he's talking in this, especially here. Like Did he have a thing
It's
like
pinching
that?
off
I
a
should have
little.
made that I needed to disavow for making fun of him for doing this.
No,
You know?
but he also did
Bism.
brown
know?
face one time.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I disavow that.
He was reviewing a game about Native Americans, so he put brown paint all over his skin with dots and dressed up with a spear as a Native American for the review.
It was in solidarity to Johnny Depp when he played Toto.
It was so bad that we were watching it and EFAPing it, and he deleted the video in the middle of our EFAP.
Holy shit! So he knows who you are?
Yeah. Oh, Smash knows who I am.
Oh, base.
We've
Good. I hope
we've
he's watching
hustled.
this.
well, they went back
gone.
and forth for a while. Yeah.
Based. Good. Keep calling him out. This is absolute shit.
Just that. She has a lot of insight in gaming. She plays these games. She loves these games. She has a passion for making the game industry better. And if you actually paid attention to what she
Even
does,
Veilguard.
you'd see that instantly.
Very dark.
I can't tell if it's you making the face.
Yeah, it's
purple or
it's me.
him.
It's me.
It's so like it fits is what I'm saying. It's like
Is not well researched, well read, or very articulate.
wow, that was not like an attack. That was like a
Wow.
very mild. Like I don't think she looked up enough things and she does not have enough information and she's not really articulating.
He's
Oh my
just a
god,
soy
this is an
he's
attack.
just a soy lefty. Like, like
Well, I'm saying he's not even like attacking. He's not like she's a fucking retard who doesn't know shit. Like that would be like okay, well maybe you went a little too
Whoa.
far, David.
Yeah,
Maybe
that,
you went a
that
little-
would be unhinged, right?
Yeah, bring it in a little. But he's just like, I don't believe that she has the education or knowledge on this particular matter to discuss it in a manner in which we could have a fruitful back and forth. Perhaps
Well,
if she
it's
got more
unhinged,
articulate.
right?
Yeah, he's like being really like nice and like calm about it and everything. Maybe the words
Yeah.
are just too big, so Smash thinks it's unhinged. He doesn't understand articulate, so he's like, "Oh
Yeah.
shit, that must be like something evil."
He goes on ranting about YouTubers and Vara Dark specifically and calling them grifters and trying to call out what a grifter is and saying that he knows the definition of a grifter and that it's
Not
somebody
calling
who
them
makes up
grifters.
lies to trick people to make money off of them.
Yeah, that's pretty much the definition.
Sure.
Someone
Star Wars
that
is dead.
you know, a grifter, someone that says things that they don't believe in order to get money out of you. Right?
MCU.
If you lie about a game or if you say things that aren't true about a game, then yeah.
It is tricky. It is tricky sometimes.
No,
Like,
it's not really.
For me,
It
I
really isn't.
thought Hassan was a grifter, but he's just a fucking maniac, it turns out. So, like, you know.
Well,
Yeah,
in his
well,
political
how-
beliefs, he's a grifter, but everything else about
You
him,
think
yeah,
he's a
maniac.
grifter?
He's a grifter in some aspects.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think he
only
believes
regarding
that-
his socialism, but that's about it. Like everything else, yeah, he's just unhinged.
Like again, Smash JT, 100% grifter. I know he says things that he doesn't believe. I know he says things that he 100% is against. But he says it because that's what makes him the money. That's what makes him the clicks, right? You know, we've literally gone over because he went over the Amico, right? He was a big Amico shill, okay?
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh my god, the motion controls is going to be the greatest thing ever," right? And then we saw old videos of him basically shitting on motion controls and saying how they're the worst thing for the industry and that anyone doing motion controls is a fucking retard. But when it came to the Amico, oh, motion controls were great, fantastic. We love motion controls, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he will say things that he knows are factually incorrect if he thinks it's going to get him a click. That's what makes him a grifter.
Yeah, that's a grift.
Now, as much as I like Vara and I like her content, and I do agree with a lot of what she says a lot of times, I would be lying if I didn't say that she has also said things that were factually incorrect because it is a better narrative for the story. Okay? And,
Sensationalizing every now and then, right?
it's a little further than that, like outright lying, but like I said, it's probably going to get me in a lot of trouble, and I'm probably going to hear about it from somebody at some point.
Oh,
But yeah, because like I said, I was in her community. Some of the things that she read, some of the articles that she went over were from me. Some of the insights came from me. And so I know there's at least 2 instances where she took something that I wrote and then twisted it to fit a better narrative. One of which was that Steam was censoring a game when 100% the translator said no, the company that owned the rights to the game never released the rights to the hentai scenes, and that's why they did not translate the hentai scenes and only the PG scenes, and that's why only the PG scenes were available on Steam. But saying that this obscure Japanese company that owns the rights to this game self-censored doesn't get you as many clicks as going, Steam censored this game, right?
Was that for Criminal Girls?
No, this was a different game.
Hmm.
So, like I said, I firsthand knowledge. This is not me relaying a story that someone told me. This is me being in the thick of it. So, I'll tell you.
Which would mean that he's saying that Vara Dark is straight up making up lies? How? Like, source? Can I?
Show it, Tony, or it's not true.
Or it's now true. No,
Or it's not
just
true.
don't show
or
it. Now
not
it's true.
That's correct. That's what happens when you have a typo. It's not really this, I guess. All right. So, first thing first, I'll show this to sort of. Here's Iron. This is obviously the old website, Geek Getaway.
Hell
Iron
yeah.
Fury
I love
review.
that game. Hell yeah. You got a good one
It's a good
too.
game.
All right, as you see, that's Vara Dark. Vara Dark reviewed this. Okay. So I'm telling you that to establish. I don't know why I gotta fix this. Apparently, when I moved over from one side to the other, it didn't change the. What am I looking for? What's the word?
Isn't a sequel coming out soon? I hope so.
Yeah. Anyway, so that she did that review. So that is at least establishes that there was a business back and forth relationship, whatever you want to call it.
2019, that way back
Yeah.
again.
That's why I said back in the gap, baby.
Back in the cap.
So let me look up her channel now. So what do we think so far? We think David Jaffe's unhinged. We think David Jaffe's not unhinged. What are we thinking, guys?
Yeah, no, not unhinged. He doesn't like her, and he said some, not nice things, but he said it, he said it as you said it.
Stephen
doesn't
Loluto
like
said
her.
it best.
Little
Tactless,
too
proper,
respectful.
probably. Unhinged, no. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Not unhinged.
Yep.
Not unhinged. He could have. Probably would have been down for it. Still defended him.
All right. You guys are supposed to like vamp while I'm on. Well,
All right. Well, I'm totally down for creators going off on YouTubers now. No more. They've been silent for way too long. It's
Wait,
like,
this is exactly what's happening. Yeah.
and I'm down for it. There's too many people getting away with stuff. In the minute, like one little tweet is like, oh my god, look at all there. It's like, dude, they haven't even responded at all to this shit.
I think it really took off when George R.R. Martin, the Game of Thrones guy, went off against the grifters. Like, he didn't call them by name, but he called them anti-fans. He was going off
Anti-fans.
on them.
When did he do
Yeah.
that? How long ago was that term coined? Was that
This
in
was
the-
months ago.
Oh, this was months ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Does that go for
The old
indie
news.
comics too, Perp? I don't know anything about indie comics. Although all I know about the indie comic space on YouTube is that it seems more drama related than comic related.
Unfortunately,
And that's
yeah.
from my perspective, what I see here. Yeah. Not to say there's some
Many
good
people
stuff over there.
fighting on the internet. Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, let's
I
fight
saw
on the
a
internet.
long time ago, I saw Tony review the Cyberfrog stuff, and it's like, wow, man, that seems like a really good book. The art looked incredible and stuff like that. And it's like, such a shame. It's like more of that, less stupid shit, but whatever.
When it comes to games that have adult theme content changed or removed, it's hard to tell the difference between forced censorship and developers making the choice to change the product themselves. Those lines become blurred, and it doesn't help that most of the time publishers
You
and
see how the voice is different? You can hear it,
Free
right?
radio voice Vara, see? Yeah.
developers don't want to use the word censorship. If they are forced to change something, then usually they don't want to draw attention to it in fear that people will change their minds on the purchase, so it leaves us as consumers without a lot of information on the situation, and that brings me to discussing Baldur's Sky, a game that was recently released on Steam, but unfortunately when localized, it had a lot of content changes that a lot of fans weren't expecting. The publisher of the game, Senkai Project, removed all of the 18 and up content from the game, and due to how much content was changed during the localization, they did address it, which is good. A lot of the time, publishers and developers won't address it.
All right. So you see, it says Valve policies forcing more censorship for Western releases, right? It's the we're gonna watch all 6 minutes of it, but that's the crux of the argument here, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was December 23rd, 2019. Okay?
2 days before Christmas.
Now, this was December 21st, 2019. All ages version of Baldur's Sky released on Steam. Lead translator explains why.
Is this a visual novel?
It is a visual novel.
Gotcha.
With
I was
gameplay
like,
elements.
there's mechs and there's this is definitely a visual novel.
Yeah.
So here it is. According to the lead translator, Steiner, Valve had nothing to do with the cuts made to Baldur's Sky. When pressed further for evidence, I was told, I don't really know what kind of evidence I could provide in this case. My statement is made representative of the company. The changes to Baldur's Sky's content were part of the licensing agreement with the Japanese company, so they were part of negotiations before Valve's review process came into the picture. You got that?
I
So
did.
pressing Steiner further on the subject, I asked if it was based on an all ages version being cheaper to license than the 18 plus version, and was a bit stunned by his reply. No. Unfortunately, Giga is just not interested in R18 Western releases of their properties. End quote.
Are they ashamed of their own perviness?
Yes. A lot of Japanese companies. No, this is 100%.
Oh my
Wow,
god.
okay.
They know they're freaks over there. It's like, it's not
No,
our fault,
it has
man.
nothing. What it has to do with is that you have a lot of Japanese companies that make these games. They make a lot of money, and then they start moving. We don't have to do this no more to make money. We could just make regular games, and so they start distancing themselves from their old products, right?
Yeah, that makes
So
that
it
makes
started off
perfect
one way, and
sense.
then they're just course correcting.
Thank you for
I guess,
explaining
yeah.
it that way. That makes perfect sense. I never thought of it that way. It's like, yeah, especially if like they got already kind of getting big, and it's like, okay, let's start releasing our older games over there now.
Yeah.
Because the older, some games aren't going to make it over here at first. Yeah, makes
It's
perfect
like
sense.
Ghost in the Shell, right? Like it started off as this, NSFW manga shit, and then all of a sudden they made this adaptation that has nothing to do with the manga almost.
Yeah. So it goes on. I go on to say, because this is my article, I wrote this. So it seems like Giga is not interested in an 18 plus Western version of their games. Steiner offered a bit of insight into why Giga would feel this way. Quote, don't think anything was specified, but a lot of companies are gravitating away from that nowadays. Type Moon tries its best to ignore that Fate/Stay Night was originally an Oroji, and even Leaf wants everyone to forget that Utawa, whatever that game is, had porn in it once as well. It's more of a recent market trend. See?
Whoa. Can we just we could create a narrative that us SJWs have finally broken into the Japanese market and they're listening to us. You could do that, Grift. That's a good one.
That's what
SJ
people
not
are
only-
trying to do, it seems.
The SJWs have learned to write in Japanese, and they're writing to all the.
So there is an unofficial 18 plus patch. The reason why it's unofficial is because the company that does the translating would be in legal trouble if they translated the stuff that they were not licensed to translate.
Yep.
And that
Wow.
is the true story.
That
Again,
makes
that was 2
so
days
much
before
sense.
Vara's video. And yes,
Oh.
Vara was aware of that article. Vara knew the article existed. We
Shame,
discussed it.
shame. Did you
And
unsubscribe, Tony, when that happened?
There was. I don't want to get into this right now.
Okay, good, sure.
Too much drama.
I'm memeing.
Let's
Go
not.
Yeah, let's not go there. So, like I said, there have been instances where truth has been stretched, things have been ignored.
Let's hear this guy.
Anyway,
Because everything I've seen her do,
you have some receipts on this? I think I just.
What the hell, man? What did we just see?
Is the opposite. She gives proofs, tangible opinions, facts of what she's played, and
Tangible opinions. I don't know if that's a thing. Opinions are opinions, Smash. It's not proof.
how it directly correlates to why it's a downfall and downgrade from what it used to be.
Vera, because of your hair.
Love his voice now. She made my top 5. What do you think?
But let's be clear. You are, so far, my encounters with you online, you are kind of a, you're a mental lightweight.
The irony of his statements are not
Like he's even like trying to be nice. He's like thinking of how like what's a nice way to say it, right? Like he's like you're
He's trying to be polite. You know, I'm
Yeah.
insulting her.
Literally the SJW version of stupid is what he just did.
yeah, but what I'm saying, like he could have just been like you're a fucking retard, but he's like you were
No,
he's like trying to think
no.
of like how to like make it not as aggressive, I guess.
lost
That's
on
like
me.
tactless,
Directly
right? That's the right
contradicting
word.
himself. Mere seconds after saying something, it's almost like he forgot he said it to make a different point that contradicts exactly what he was just talking about.
No, he didn't. What the hell, Smash?
He's debate.
Smash just says words, doesn't he?
You're a mental lightweight. And that's fine. People have all kinds of, like, you know what I'm bad at, Vera? I'm bad at math, man.
See, at
If I
least
was,
he's
if
good
I
at
was
it.
in like, you know, NASA and they were like, oh shit, the space station's gonna explode. Everybody, we can only solve this by looking at the blueprints and the math and the, you know, geometry. I don't know. Jaffe, get in here. Within 5 minutes, they'd be like, Jaffe, go get the coffee. It's not for you. That's okay. They're right.
This is the one thing that I've learned with YouTube.
What did he didn't contradict anything. He just articulated his point further. He said, you're a mental lightweight. You're probably good at other things, but not this. And it's okay to be
I'm also
bad
good
at certain things.
not good at things, right?
Yeah. It's like when I go, I'm not good at art, so I'm not gonna like draw. I could critique art, but I can't draw art, right?
Yeah. Again, and I don't know exactly what he's responding to because that could one be the thing. Is like technically she is good at like what she does in terms of getting the numbers, whatever it is she does. You know, we could disagree with what she does, but she's good at it. But again, we don't know the context because she could be literally talking about game development or something.
Yeah.
Over the 8+ years now that I've been doing this, you never go personal attacks without some sort of substance behind it. You don't
So he's saying that it's okay to go personal as long as you have substance behind it.
I
You
didn't even
never
catch
go
that.
personal as long as you don't have something like.
I didn't even catch that. You're right. That's so stupid. Yeah, he's just saying words. Like
attack the
God.
looks of someone without
He didn't attack any looks. He said you're pretty. How that you're pretty? Oh no, you attacked my looks. No, she's saying that her face brings in people to watch her. You go to her comment section. I bet you, if you go to and pick a random video from Vara's channel, go to the comment section, and I guarantee you'll find a handful of comments going, "You're pretty, you're beautiful, hey, sexy lady," right?
and they
No-
still
no-
sound flustered even though they're typing. Yeah,
Well,
you're so pretty.
But what I'm saying is like it's not like anything to do with what she's talking about. It's not anything to do with like the content. It's just, hey, you're pretty, which signals that the person just came here because she was attractive, right? He probably didn't watch the video, probably didn't listen to what she was saying. He just came, oh, you're pretty.
Mute.
without having a reason to do that. This strikes you directly as someone who is just being very jealous and wishing that you had the numbers and views that she gets.
Yeah.
And there's a reason you don't have that. And how you acted right here is perfectly exemplifying that.
Is he so
Voice
exasperated?
crack.
This right here is exactly why you don't have that.
It's like the
Did we
Sonic
lose
rant.
Saggy?
Exactly
Just left.
here.
You went for a bubble tea.
Your
and
actions don't have consequences.
It's a Sonic rant.
And I can't help but wonder if he feels like the reason why Vara Dark is being so successful, garnering well past 100,000 subscribers and getting tons of views on all her videos. What does someone like David Jaffe think about Hypnotic, that has about 70 or so thousand subscribers, tons of views on his videos, huge live streams, and
Totally
is
not
growing
ball
rapidly?
watching,
And he just
Hypnotic
has
right
an
now.
avatar. There's no actual person that is shown there.
Okay,
Wow.
so this is
Great
so
debate
retarded.
point.
This
Yeah,
take
I know.
by
I know.
by Stash is the most retarded. It's like saying, "Oh, you see these two people? You said that guy only got ahead because his parents are rich. Well, look at this other guy that's also ahead. His parents aren't rich. What do you say about him? It's a different situation, stupid. That's what I say. Hypnotic situation is completely different from Vara's situation, right?
I don't even know who that
Hypnotic
is.
could or I don't
could
know
make
how he
essays
got
for all
where
I
he-
know. I don't even know who the hell
From
that is.
nowhere, yeah, he brought him up.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is like Hypnotic could have succeeded through hard work, through making connections, through having good quality content. That does not somehow mean that Vara didn't get any benefit from being a pretty girl, right?
Yeah.
It's just retarded.
One
It's like,
fact
did you just
doesn't
want to
cancel
ball
the other,
wash?
you know?
Yeah. You just
It
wanted
was
to
ball
ball wash
washing.
Hypnotic for a couple
Yes.
minutes. You're like, hey, how can I fit some ball washing into my video?
So what's the excuse there? It's just apparently Hypnotic's okay because he's a man? Like, this is so abhorrently
He's a
sexist
man.
and just misogynistic that I'm shocked that people on
This is sexist and misogynistic. No, it's reality. Him going, she succeeded because she's pretty is just pointing out the misogyny that men are watching her because
I
she's
thought
pretty.
you were based, Smash. What happened?
Yeah. You should be like, hell yeah, she's hot, and that's why we love her.
his side aren't calling him
Because we don't have ugly bitches like that Alyssa Mercante.
Like the left. Yeah, you could go off
Yeah.
like that. I hear that all the time.
They got blue hairs, we got red hairs. Yeah, what are you gonna do about it, David? Nothing.
out for these
No
ridiculous
ginger side on my
comments.
side of the
Jaffe's
aisle.
meltdown here has
There
done
you go.
absolutely nothing to garner him any more support in the community. If anything, it's been the complete opposite, with him being roasted everywhere and fully deserved.
Ooh.
If anything, this has brought the spotlight on him for all the wrong reasons. And sure,
Ooh.
he's going to get some short-lived attention, but long term, he's going to see his channel fade into obscurity as these kind of things.
Are you booing that man? Don't boo that man.
I said, ooh, they're getting a man. Look at that. A man of culture got in some licks. Wow.
His whole argument was against people who judge the game without playing it. Yet he decides to choose the one person who purchased the game and streams them from beginning to end. I wonder why.
Yeah. Well, his argument, I'm sure if you go, dude, and I've seen it, okay? And I'll be fair. What I've played from Veilguard, yeah, it's pretty mid. I don't think it's terrible, but like, yeah, I haven't kept going. But if you go like to any one of these like channels that really hate on that game, you'll just see, thank you for playing, so I don't have to. Thank you for playing, so I don't have to. So it's like,
Yeah.
there's plenty of people like judging the game. You could see it.
All right, let's wrap this up. Come on, Smash.
Always follow the same exact path. His comments are a complete overreaction to any kind of legitimate criticism. Vara's roasting video may have been blunt and straightforward, but it focused on overall industry concerns, highlighting Jaffe's refusal to acknowledge failures in gaming that goes well beyond just calling people YouTube grifters. Not that anyone's really surprised at this point. Hell, if anything, Jaffe has become great comedic relief for the entire community. People now go to his channel to laugh at him, which I guess if he's desperate for views, he'll get the views right now. And
I don't think Jaffe's okay. So
Oh wow, he's a long
I don't know if
now,
you-
guys.
I don't know if you realize this, Smash, but I don't think David is trying to be a YouTuber. I think he's just doing YouTube, right? Because he's old and got nothing else to do, right? He's probably like counting all of his God of War and Twisted Metal bucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah,
He's not
I
paid
don't think
recently
so.
too with the show of Twisted Metal, I'm sure. You know?
Yeah, he's not like, oh my god, I need to get as many clicks as I can. You're basically trying to call Jaffe a grifter now, that he's doing it for clicks. I don't think that's
great, but this
Say that,
kind of
Chief.
shtick gets old really fast.
My mind is fine.
Why does Smash sound like he's so out of breath just from talking? This kind
I
of
don't know.
stick
From yelling.
old, really. Like Smash, calm down. You running?
Fine. Go fuck yourself, lady.
Instead of addressing any of the
Whoa.
actual points Vara made,
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Oh, hold on. But what was it that he said?
but this kind of shtick gets old really fast.
My mind is fine. Go fuck yourself, lady.
Okay, so that seemed like there was a cut there because he said my mind is fine, and then it was like a cut, right?
Yep, that was a cut.
It's old really fast.
My mind is fine. Go fuck.
Yeah, there was a cut. Like you
Yeah.
can see it. And also, he said my mind is fine, implying that someone said his mind wasn't fine. So I don't think that's a
There must
unnecessary
have been a
response.
back and forth.
Yeah, like if you call me retarded and I go, well, fuck you. And then you just clip me going, well, fuck you. You go, well, why did he say that? Right. And he said,
he's
my
unhinged.
mind is fine. Right. My mind is fine. So clearly someone said your mind is not fine or you're crazy or you're unhinged, David Jaffe. And he's like, well, fuck yourself. Right.
Fuck yourself, lady.
Instead of addressing any of the actual points Vara made, Jaffe resorted to name calling, condescension, and self-contradiction.
More
For a
framing
creator
again.
once
Yeah, he didn't do any of that, but go on, Queen.
celebrated for his contributions to gaming like God of War and Twisted Metal, this is one of those perfect examples of how the mighty have fallen. It's almost like there's something that's happened to him.
Also, he was never mighty. Can we stop doing this shit and putting people on fucking pedestals?
True.
He made some games and they were cool, right? But I don't give a like just
Two
because you
PlayStation
made
games.
Twisted
Good
Metal.
job.
Well, I'm saying even back in the PlayStation era, I wouldn't have been like, "Oh my God, David Jaffe, I have to bow and listen to what he says." Like he's nobody. Yeah, when it comes to Twisted Metal or like making a PlayStation game, sure, I'll give you some like leeway and go ahead, David. You got the floor. But I don't give a fuck what you have to say on anything else because you're nobody, right? You have no authority. You have no. You're not above
He's
me
not
in
in
any
the
way.
business now, right? Like,
Well, even
that's it.
before, I'm saying even back then, like I'm so sick of this idea that somebody is famous and suddenly their opinion matters. Oh, what does Ariana Grande think about the new trade deal? Who gives a fuck? Ariana Grande is not a fucking economist. Why do I care what she thinks about the fucking
True.
tariffs? Right?
Celebrity worship,
Yeah.
right? Like even for people who aren't that much of celebrities at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like David Jaffe, yeah, he made God of War. I don't give a fuck what his opinion is on anything. Except for God of War. Tell me your God of War opinion, David, because you're the guy who created
Tell
it.
me about Sweet Tooth. How do you come up with him?
Yes. What did you think of the show, Adaptern? Yeah.
Yeah.
Physically, that's impaired his mental capacity.
See, now he's now called David Jaffe like,
Great pause, Tony. Yeah.
mentally disabled.
Because these kind of actions and reactions that he's had are not normal. And he is not going to win any support in the community by acting the way he does.
Use that definition
I hate this.
is not
Kinda
accurate
like-
because now she's
I hate
going on
that.
to saying, I actually played the games and streamed them. I'm like, great. But if you played the games and then you were manipulating data you have in order to make money, you fit the definition of a grifter.
It's not wrong. Like again, he's not being unhinged. I don't like
I
David
know.
Jaffe.
I know. This is pissing me off. I thought he was going to be unhinged. Like, this is pissing me off because the guy, like, this is from the group that's constantly saying, oh, everyone in Hollywood, everyone in the game industry, file and rank, otherwise you're off. And look at how he's saying, dude, you need to behave yourself. And he's like, he's actually been pretty, like, you know, I don't like this girl, blah, blah, blah. And, like, he hasn't been unhinged like
It's like polite
other
and shit,
YouTubers.
you know?
You know,
Yeah,
he's trying
he's
to tell this guy to,
articulate.
like, tone police this fucker. Like, fuck you.
Well, David has been articulate. He's explained. He's given his reasons. He's not emotional. He's not yelling. He's not angry. He's not unhinged. You can agree with him. You can disagree with him. That's fine. But to like blow this up into this huge, like, oh my God, did you see what David Jaffe said? Like, no, it's like this is a nothing burger, right? He's going, hey, you played the game. That's great. But if you're lying about what you played in order to get people mad at the game, then you're a grifter, right? Oh my God, how dare you, David Jaffe, say that? Like, it's not really a controversial take.
Yeah.
You should also agree with that take. Like, again, you don't have to agree that Vara did that, but you should at least agree with, yeah, if somebody plays a game and they lie about the content of the game, whether it's to big up the game for corporate reasons, to shill, or it's to denigrate the game because you hate a certain group of people, it's wrong either way, right? When Kotaku gets a review code and they lie about the contents of the game in order to make it seem better than it is, that's 100% fucking grifting and wrong, right? So if you lie about the content of a game in order to make clicks about how bad it is to scare people about the DI in it, that's also bad. Both things can be bad.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Nothing
But in the
burger, yeah.
meantime, I guess we could all point and laugh. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want
Also, he's a normal man.
Look how normal I am.
Normal man.
Normal men.
Oh
No,
my
it's
God.
normal men because it's really
Yeah,
it's
normal
close
men.
together.
There you
There's no
go.
space. It's normal men.
Normal man.
Bob Normalman. All right, so that was the Smash JT thing. I guess now we're gonna watch Rogue Elements. I'm just gonna play it through because it's 42 minutes, so we can't really be pausing it. So I'm going to lower the volume a little.
Good luck.
We'll play this through.
Suits parody, the Rogue Warehouse is a classic.
Yeah, Rogue Warehouse. Yeah, they're gonna infiltrate this shit.
Dun, dun, dun. Ready for this shit?
Gradual. Yeah, let's go.
Also, before this starts, I know people are saying it says
Already
TV
paused it.
series. Yeah, I already paused it. It says TV series proof of concept. I remember originally it was supposed to be a movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it like the trailer and everything.
I could have sworn a short film or something. Yeah,
but it's a movie. A movie is a short film. It's still a movie.
Sure. I was just elaborating.
What I'm saying, like, it was like, remember he crowdfunded it. It was like a movie and everything. Whether it was a short film or a long film or a fucking mini film, it was supposed to be just a one and done thing, not like a TV series proof of concept. Like, this is like what I'm going to use to pitch it to like have Shapiro
to Hollywood.
Yeah. Look at that. We spent 10 minutes on this Gradual Upgrade Productions logo.
Well, it's a gradual upgrade. It takes a while.
Good luck to the name.
Let's go. Starting strong.
We got more logos.
More intros. Look at this.
Yeah.
It's a frisbee.
I like that. Car flag. Should have been a car that caught that.
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh boy,
okay, I gotta pause it for
myself,
this.
Steven.
You want to do the honors? Burp?
In 2001, the CIA Special Activities Division authorized the formation of a new, highly classified unit composed of elite military veterans. Its mission was to find and retrieve high-value assets from deep behind enemy lines. If killed or captured, the CIA would deny all knowledge of their existence. They bore no insignia, held no title, and answered to no name. For the select few who knew them, they came to be known as
Oh, that's Finbar's job. Look at that.
That sounds really fucking gay.
It sounds
Not
really
even gonna lie.
freaking basic. It's like every other group, everything.
True.
I don't even think they're special. I still don't know what makes them special.
Like the
You know what?
Berets or
You could
something,
have got
right?
rid of all of this and just went in 2001. The CIA formed a Black Ops division
Yeah, shepherds.
Simple.
called the Shepherds. That's it.
Yeah.
Because we all know
Or
what a
in
Black Ops
conversation,
division is.
right?
Yeah.
Well, what's the Shepherds? Oh yeah, they're a Black Ops division. There you go.
Well, I'm
Bye.
saying, well, all these words is just the definition of a Black Ops, right? It's a team that is operating outside the law under no authority to do stuff for the government in a slightly less legal way. And if they ever get caught, they'll be disavowed, right? That's Black Ops.
Yeah.
Rainbow
or Impossible
Six,
Mission
Splinter Cell,
Force.
Yep.
Yeah. Commander
should have read it
Shepherds.
with the music.
Dun, dun, dun. I didn't know how long it was
Commander
going to be.
Shepherds.
Yeah.
He really left that hanging for a long time.
Yeah.
Not even a scrolling
Go
text.
on.
They better show it.
I
Oh
like
no,
this Arab
the
music.
You don't have a lady
sing
sing like that unless you're showing a desert, okay?
Yeah. We
You
can do
gotta
some
show
camels.
300
Middle
Oh,
Eastern
Pete!
countries.
How we start? Pete, Tarantino.
Hell yeah. He's trying to get Tarantino's attention. Ooh.
You a dog. Why is the music so much louder than the fucking?
Because they didn't want to do room tone.
Oh, blurry.
Love it. Hell yeah.
More Tarantino songs.
They love their dioptic filters.
Rogue elements. Dun, dun, dun.
Whoa.
Are they gonna find like the like thing from Iron Man, the new element that he made?
I hope so. Oh, look, she's chilling. I like it so far. Got her ass kicked. She gonna get revenge, don't worry.
Yeah. All this music.
Yeah, this music is way too much. Relax. Subtle.
Look
What is
back.
this? This music's for
Chicken wire.
helicopter shots of deserts and
Yeah.
forests and shit.
It's just
It
epic
is really
music.
highly dramatic music.
Whoa!
Flashback.
Wow. Did the Daniels direct this? Wow.
It is the same music track playing
I know.
this whole time.
It's just
The Republic of Estonia, near the Russian border.
My
based.
neighbors.
I love that border.
I can't stay here any longer. Little Anthony, you have to get me out now.
You're saving lives. Remember
It
that.
was meant to be a
It's
death
enough
blow.
for you to say. It's not your ass on the line.
That was a cool transition, Flynn. I agree.
Code word.
See?
Vulture.
Ooh,
Will you
no
follow?
boom tone.
I don't think so.
Try harder, Ivan.
I'm not a fucking spy. I can't tell who's following me.
What's
Who's
going
up
on?
the block.
Bam! Shoot him.
Negative.
You don't even know what
Take
team
a
she's
shot.
on.
Stay close.
Can I just ask one question?
What's going
I
on?
know, I know I said I was going to pause it, but hold on.
Spy. I can't
What
tell.
team she's on?
How fucking bad is she? Like, who is she aiming at?
I
She's
don't know.
aiming in between the two. Like, no, they're not moving. It's not like she's like, oh,
Maybe
shit,
she
like,
hasn't
they're
made up her
moving around.
mind yet.
Who's following me? Who's
No,
up?
look at it. Look, like it's bobbing and
Yeah,
weaving.
well, it's
Like it's
with him, right?
Maybe
It's
she
so
doesn't know.
bad.
She maybe this is like, yeah, she doesn't know who she wants to.
it's a
kill
terrible
yet.
sniper. She's supposed to be a highly trained black ops, and she's like, I can't hold the gun. It's too heavy.
Up the block.
See anything?
Negative.
All right.
If that was
Stay
a man,
close.
damn, they would have been shot.
What about my wife and child?
Right now, you're the priority.
No, that was not
Guy's
a
acting his
deal.
ass off.
That
Uh-oh.
was not their feeling.
Yeah, very cliche line so far. Like,
It's now or never, Ivan.
yeah.
We've changed
Come
the
with
deal.
me if you
should've
want to
said
live.
No, he was supposed to say we've
She
altered
still
the
doesn't
deal.
know who she wants to shoot. Oh, there
Bam!
the guy, the driver. Fuck it.
God damn it, get him out of here.
It wasn't her though.
That wasn't her? Oh, no, that wasn't her. Where'd these guys
I
That
don't
was
know.
go?
Chekhov's gun.
Yeah, where did no one noticed this team of guys also running through the fucking?
Yeah, isn't she way in the
garage?
back looking that way?
Yeah.
Like, she should have seen him. Holy shit, they came out of nowhere. He's the worst sniper ever.
Why did he say drop it? Just shoot him. Why are you not shooting these people?
No, because you can punch him in the stomach and it's cool.
Bravo.
Well, they wanted to
Bravo. Oh,
capture
the
him,
bad
I
guy
guess.
comes in.
Bravo.
clap.
Play the role
Come
of a
on,
coward
guys.
very well, Ivan. And yes, I do know where your family's hidden.
Please, Volkov, don't hurt them.
It's too late for that.
Hurt him. Too late. Now you're hurt.
She's just gonna stay there in the
Fuck
back,
you,
never
just
shoot
do it,
anyone.
you fucking pussy.
That's the bad guy, right? Just shoot him. It's Volkov.
We have a long road before we get to that point. You see, you have information that I need.
There's subtitles on this.
Shoot someone, lady.
That's what I'm saying.
Dividend from the Black Widow.
Well, now what are you looking at?
Dude,
Okay,
right there,
we
shot
go.
him.
Dracov.
Boom.
Oh my god, you fucked it up, lady. Yeah. Now she's like,
Bad aim, lady.
no, it's, oh man, I missed
Look
my
at this.
opportunity.
Look at that. She's a terrible fucking sniper. Look, she's all over the
She's a
place.
sniper.
Her
I'm
fucking
better at
bullets are the
fucking, Call
rogue
of Duty
elements.
than she is.
Yeah, motorcycle chase, hell yeah.
Rogue bullets.
But she left the gun.
Yeah, fuck you. Oh, she's pretty base now.
Why did she put the
She's
fucking
good with
mask
this
on?
gun.
I like this. Oh my god, that's so blown out. That is so blown out. Color correction, guys. That is blown out. Blown out is when like there's so much white, it's just like almost. Oh, that's very nasty. Film school, guys.
Yeah, stab this guy now.
Yeah, fuck him. I like this. So far, I like it because it's lady kicking ass. That's my thing. Yeah,
Yeah, wait a minute. Ladies kicking ass. That's woke.
yeah, I know.
Fuck.
Yeah, he made this for me.
You're wasting your time. You might as well put a
This is from
bullet
the
in me
trailer.
now. Save us both the aggravation.
All right, so here's a really stupid thing, right? I'm 6 minutes in, and other than the bad guy being named Volkov, I'm assuming he's the bad guy. I don't know
course.
anyone's fucking name.
There's nothing to go. Okay, so what you want to do usually I guess you want to see the Spectres work and an operation. Like, you want to see how efficient they are. You want to see them at their best. Like, the first thing we see, we don't even know who's the Spectre. We don't know what the hell's going on. It seemed like the mission went bad. They don't have a control room. Where's the Spectre control room? Like, they have their own little control room. Like, you want to see how they operate, and you want to see a successful mission, probably. But I don't know. Maybe the take is like, no, like, I guess the take.
Who's who?
Yeah, I guess
the guys that came in, were they the shepherds? Was she a shepherd?
They're all shepherds. Watch.
Well, you understand what I'm saying?
They're all rogue.
Drake called
it's
the
like,
shepherd.
yeah, it's like she's in a group, and then there was another group, and then there's the Russian bad guy group. It's like,
that'd be
I don't
great.
know what the hell's going
They
on.
all end up. This is what happens when you get too covert. We're all shepherds fighting each other. We didn't fucking realize it. That's the twist. That'd be amazing.
You're gonna find out. Wait a minute, we're all Russian.
We're all the same team. My bad. Sorry. We're
It was
too
like League
covert.
of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
We need to have
what's his name?
We need to
It's
have
gonna be a
safe
long
houses.
fucking movie.
Moriarty is like calling it shadow boxing. He doesn't know whether he's an actual terrorist or he's working for the government.
Yeah.
You know something?
All right,
I
play this
believe you.
cliche scene of interrogation.
I think you're right.
He'll take it. He'll take it. He's a badass. Oh no, not the friend.
Don't kill Drinker.
That's not fair.
Looks like him though.
It's interesting, you know. I've seen many men piss their pants in moments like this. And I remember one time a man who actually shit himself, believe
Oh my
it or
God.
not.
Believe it or not, please. See how standard this is?
So
I've seen a man shit himself. It's like, dude, we've been
I
doing
have
this shit
a
in true romance
situation,
with
a
the
problem.
whole interrogation.
Like my father used to always say, there are very few
chit-chat
problems that can
interrogation.
be solved with
Cliche
a good,
dialogue, right?
This is very
sturdy
cliche.
hammer.
Here's what you do. You just get your finger and you give him a wet willy.
Now,
Yeah.
last year, one
You're
of
like,
your
"Ugh,"
CIA
and no one wants a
shepherds
wet willy. Like, oh, I'll
infiltrated
tell you
a
whatever you
national
want. Get your
security
finger out of
prison
my
on
ear.
Russian territory.
There are interesting angles
Their
I like to
target
interrogation.
Was
you know?
an operative.
One of the angles a
Identified
director
with
could
the
do
code
is
name
if they
Maras.
sort of make it a little more like almost add like this
Now, this person
homoerotic sexual
is very,
tension. You know, the guy
very
sits in his
dangerous,
lap,
guilty of
looks at him. You know, shit like that. You could make these. You could have different takes outside of the interrogation itself, where it's like, oh shit, if we do, and that will add personality to like the bad guy, all this shit.
Yeah, I
But
would
this
say
is just
Metal
very
did it the
standard.
best. Like they put Barbie Girl, the music, like on blast. You know, that's what they did.
No.
That's
What you
their
do is you
method of
take this
torture.
guy here with the bald head, almost right, the
Mhm.
guy who's losing his hair, and you lean his chair forward into the other guy's crotch, and you take a picture. Go, I'm going to send this to the U.S. Embassy. If you did not start talking,
I post
you go.
in your
everybody in
son's
America will know you are gay or homosexual. You're like, oh shit, I'm talking.
more crimes against the Russian state than almost anyone
Well,
else
here's the
alive.
gift.
Russian.
Start bringing in the goats. We're going to teach you lesson now, American.
Fuck these good.
All I want to know is the name of the man who led this mission.
Bill, there's Bill.
Spectre, Mr. Spectre.
Give me the name, and all this will be over. Otherwise,
All this
His
will be
name-
over. It hasn't started
it's
yet.
Very well. I'm sure you know how it goes.
You could have funnies like his name's
just
Charlie
went for a long
and I'm
time.
his angel.
Cause I don't know shit.
Oh, he's
Okay.
Spectre.
I'm going to find out soon enough.
Oh no, not the friend.
Don't say a goddamn word.
I
He
love
really
that.
can't. He's got like that thing in his mouth.
Yeah, I love that. And he's like, what a brave man to say that to the dude getting tortured.
You can tell
It's like,
me.
don't you say a word, coward. He should have like insulted
What
him.
was it?
Ryan Drake.
Okay.
Ryan Drake.
He said Ryan Drake.
The man you're looking
Ryan
for. is
Drake.
Wow.
Straight away.
Ryan,
Okay, so here's why this doesn't work, right? I may not be a Hollywood director. I might not be a critical drinker,
Mhm.
but I am a reasonably intelligent man. Who the fuck is Ryan Drake? I don't know. As the audience member, I have no fucking clue. You might want to make it known who this guy is and why he's important, prior to you have name dropping him by the guy being interrogated. Then we go, oh, right? Like if
Tony,
you showed Ryan Drake killing a bunch of people, he's like,
we don't have time. We
doing
needed to see a botched Spectre operation first.
But I'm saying, like,
the shepherds are.
It's like when they do like the big reveal, and it's like, you're like, who's that? I don't know this character that you're revealing, right? It's like it's not a big reveal when I don't know the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just Fred.
It gets funny after this. With that in mind, now I'm thinking about it. It gets really funny.
That wasn't so hard now, was it?
How does he know he's telling the truth?
Thank you.
He doesn't.
Damn, we killed him.
It's like, bro, it's like I wouldn't buy that name either. Ryan Drake, you'd come up with the stupidest name, like the most cliche.
True.
If I was the other guy, I would have been like, Ryan, you just shot Ryan.
You just
What
shot
is this about anyway? We're not supposed
You just shot Ryan Drake. Like what? He was the leader.
He
He
was
fucked
right,
Ryan.
yeah.
He was the guy.
to be back on rotation for another like 2 weeks.
I thought you had all the answers, Frost. Running ops from behind computer
Max
screen like you do.
Cool.
Just gonna
Cool.
stand there like an asshole.
Looks like you've got it covered.
Is that what assholes do? They just stand there?
They do when you have to do witty banter and you do one person's
You stand
moving
there like
everything and the other
assholes?
one's not.
Are you just gonna prolapse like an asshole? Yes. Yes, I am.
Just pacing. Come on, guys.
There he
Pick
is.
it up. Pick it up.
The
Pick it up.
guy.
Pick it up. Who's that?
You know how much I love getting phone calls from you at 6 a.m.?
Wednesday.
You know how much I love making.
I was in the middle of something.
Don't worry. Whoever your latest victim is, I'm sure will be tied up in your dungeon.
Witty banner. She's so offended by that.
So witty.
She's
Patrick,
so
you
offended
fucking
by that
asshole.
joke. Look at that.
Didn't.
Tied up in your
It was
dungeon.
Dan's call.
Not
he
cool,
speaks
dude.
Russian like a native. About 2 hours ago, we received this.
Who's we? Who are you?
Spectre.
What is this group? Are they the shepherds?
Dude, that's so obviously Ryan. If you don't know, if you don't get the Ryan aura from that dude,
Jesus Christ.
I don't know what to tell you.
That's John Hastings.
I know it's Ryan from the preview trailer, but other than that, like the movie hasn't told me it's Ryan, right? I've been introduced to like 4 people that I've gotten no names for.
To a group we don't even know technically who was in the group, who's not. Like we don't know anything.
They're all Ryan.
They introduced it. They introduced it to a group and then showed a bunch of shit going down, and it's like, all right, whatever.
Drake. See, that wasn't so hard now, was it? Thank you.
You were foolish enough to send spies into my country.
Hmm.
And as you can see, they have failed miserably. The price of American arrogance.
Well, who's that?
It's like the Joker, you know.
You better.
Oh, just beat that guy with a hammer. Well, what I'm saying is, I don't know what this guy is other than his name is Volkov. Is he like the prime minister of Russia?
He hates America. That's enough, bro. I don't like him already.
Is he the head of the military?
He thinks I'm fucking arrogant, Tony. Fuck him.
But what is he? What is his position? Why does it matter? Who is this guy?
Whatever.
It's like if just some random stormtrooper was like beating on the rebels, and you're like, who's this guy? It's just like some dude. Like, is he the
According
emperor?
to Stephen Leluto, you
I
have
would
to
like
read
that.
the books to know what the fuck is going on, which is really sad.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Why would I want to? You know?
It'll all come together. Watch.
Yeah, that makes no sense. This is supposed to be proof of concept. You're supposed to explain this. To
Yeah,
me.
so much for proof of concept. True.
The proof of you're supposed to be you're supposed to be confused like the Matrix. Like you don't know what's going on. Why is that?
I knew what was going on in the Matrix. It was really
not
simple.
in the beginning. You were
Yes.
like, why is that lady running to that phone? You were like, what the fuck? Why? Wait, how'd she do that? How'd she kick that officer? How'd she jump like that? Why is she going to that phone? Like that.
Why are they still watching the video at this point?
Because he's like a dick.
They want you to watch the entire torture.
Stoke it in, suckers. Mission 3 flashback.
Oh, wow, flashbacks.
Hey, I thought you were fast. Are you slacking on my soldier? It's a cheap shot, mate.
Freaking dioptic filter. Jesus.
again, this scene should go before the guy dies. Okay. This is to establish who the guy is, why he's important to this other guy, right? And why we should be emotionally invested in his death. He already died.
But where would you put this? Like, that's the thing. He wrote himself into this scene being exactly here, because where would you put this? Or right, you introduce
okay, let me talk. When he opened
Go
the
ahead.
laptop, seen the guy, that's when this scene should have played.
When he opened the laptop, okay.
Yeah, he opened the laptop and he seen the two guys in the chair. And then you zoom in on the one guy in the chair. Then he has this flashback. So you're established that him and this guy know each other. We didn't know he got killed at this point because the last thing we saw was he shot the one dude, and then we just thought he was going to.
Okay, yeah. I see that. Okay, I'll re-edit that.
And then you come out of the flashback. Then you see him getting beat, and then this guy hangs his head down like, "Fuck, I lost him. I need revenge now for my buddy." Like you don't like he's dead. Now we're gonna show you why it's important that he died. It's the reverse
because he fought me once in gym.
Yeah.
Well, it worked, mate. You know, one of these days I'm gonna stop taking it easy on you.
Yeah. Man. No flavor.
Release the perp cut. Yeah.
Right, he knows your name.
Stop it.
Who the hell is this guy?
The agency doesn't have anything on him.
Of course.
Hastings' team was tasked with retrieving this man. Ivan Fedorov, an agency asset investigating the new radical separatist group in Estonia.
Well, Fedorov.
Estonia. Since one of the Baltic states harbor terrorists.
Since they joined NATO.
My neighbors.
Pro-Russian factions have been agitating ever since the articles were signed.
Oh my God. Political
Till
intrigue.
now, they were low level, disorganized, not much of a threat. But according to
Not much of a
Fedorov, things are
threat.
changing. New leadership has unified them under one command,
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
along with the big injection of money and weapons.
I hate to do this again.
Why?
Because this is what we call exposition dump, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is one of the things that like Drinker would be like, this is completely wrong. Why would you do this in a movie? Show, not tell, right? There's a movie.
Yeah.
It's not a book.
That's what he
So-
kept harping on about. True.
If you're going to do this, at the very least, intersplice it with scenes of what's going on. Yeah, there's a new separatist group, then show guys in Estonia like fucking like beating people up
Yeah.
and stuff, right?
Oh my God. Yeah, you don't have to even freaking pay money. Just get like archival like news footage. Yeah.
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 Show
That's a good
show
one.
things happen, like there's unrest and there's like stuff happening and shit, right?
But I don't think that
Newspapers
matters.
and
Like I don't.
protests and
I think
shit.
the point is he's gonna say that it doesn't matter. That's more of a MacGuffin. But it's like, dude, then why are you talking about this shit? When we should be learning about these characters, you know?
Yeah,
It's like-
well, that's the other thing. If it's in the movie, it's
Yeah.
important, right? And so
Yeah.
you've made it important by putting it in the
Exactly,
movie or the
yeah.
proof of concept. And now I'm just saying, hey, you could have did this better. You could have handled this scene better. right?
I mean, technically, look, the title card in the beginning explaining specters. That's not needed. The whole thing is not needed.
Yeah,
Because we haven't
they're
learned
not
anything.
specters,
about
shepherds, not specters,
Shep-
shepherds.
I like calling them specters.
Specters is a Mission Impossible.
Spectre's James
He's
Bond.
right. They're power.
Is it James Bond?
The bad guy,
Yeah, yeah.
Spectre.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking Mission Impossible. What's the bad guys in Mission Impossible?
What are they? Dead Reckoners? I don't know.
Awful enough to destabilize the entire region.
You can push them towards Russia instead.
According to our friends at the NSA, he's being held in this warehouse.
Critical Jinker is the
outskirts
Air
of
July in filmmaking.
So why not just kill him?
Because
warehouse.
they know how badly
It's
they've
always
been
a warehouse.
compromised.
Did Mahler rip apart
Drone
doing
strike
this?
would
Yes.
solve things pretty
Yeah.
quickly.
Dietrich, we can't just start
What
dropping
do you mean
bombs
rip
on
apart?
friendly countries.
Never stopped us before.
What about the local police?
He's mad.
military?
This is personal.
The Estonians have to be on our side for this one, right?
Now, corruption's an issue in that part of the world. Which is why we kept this operation in-house.
You sure?
Estonia
See,
always.
again, this makes no fucking sense. Okay, they're supposed to be a special ops team, but this guy and this lady seem to have no fucking clue what's going on in the world. And
Nope.
they're like, can't the Estonians help us? No, see, actually, what you don't realize is they're all corrupt. Why don't I know that? We're in the same unit.
Right.
How did you find that information out? I didn't.
Well, he's Ryan Drake. He knows everything.
Take advantage of the corruption, then. You know.
She's just a
Why-
dumb analyst.
Why does the Captain
well,
America series do this better. Like, make that make sense.
No, but do you see how like this? Look what they're talking. Like this feels like, and I don't even know what the f they're talking about. But it feels like, oh, this is a different. We have to go undercover. We have to do something outside the books. This is personal. But it's like again, I don't know how the group works efficiently. Like I don't know anything. I don't know. They should. Why even mention shepherds like specters?
Are they all just
But are they shepherds? Like we haven't even established that.
That's what I'm
Ryan
saying.
Drake's
Why
team
mention it
grew.
at all? Just get these fucking guys. You learn about them. I don't know as you go, and maybe the mystery.
Yeah,
is
what
part
you're
of it. It's
supposed
like,
to do
who's
is
that
you should have showed them working within the law, right? An efficient mission. Then you show
Efficient
this thing go
mission,
to
yes.
You show this go to shit. Then he sees the thing. He slams the thing. We're gonna go get that fucker. Then this guy's like, yeah, but the bosses aren't gonna authorize it. Well, then this one's off the books. Ryan Drake, fuck you. Right,
We
we're
just
going
fucked
rogue.
the mission, Ryan. We're not going to be able to go out.
But no, like this is all just like let's just all bitch and moan and.
Suppose that's the only reason, Ryan?
Dietrich, stop.
Look around you, Frost. Does
Frost,
this look like headquarters?
Frost, like the lady from G4, woke.
This to you. This looks and sounds like a bullshit rush job. That's the time we get over there. We're going to lose nighttime cover.
It's over there.
Just shut the fuck up.
Besides, Dan could have chosen
That
half a dozen
pacing is
other teams
awful
for
with the
this mission.
dialogue. It needs to bounce.
Why us?
Feels like they're not talking to each other.
Unless, of course, he didn't choose us.
Oh.
Is that it?
Music.
Did you make this happen? You got your old
You
war
make this
buddy to
happen?
sign off on this?
On this.
You selfish prick.
Hastings was our friend. He didn't deserve to go out like that.
Yeah.
And we don't allow shit like this to go unanswered.
Hell yeah.
Of course, maybe you
Use those eyebrows, motherfucker.
can live with it.
They have wilder accents than I do.
Like, what the hell is this guy like? He just smelled a fart. It's like,
He's pissed. This is personal. Somehow.
Hastings
I don't know what's
was
going
their
on.
friend.
We
I don't know
have
what's
just
going on.
under
I
2
wasn't-
hours to figure out how to get inside that warehouse.
Yeah, I guess
Find
I
Fedorov,
more or less know
get
what's
the
going on,
fuck
but the
out in one
dialogue is
piece.
there.
Frost, I need everything you can dig up in the building. Blueprints, electrical layouts, the works.
I'll do what I
Yeah,
can.
Frost.
2 hours is pushing it.
And we'll figure out the rest on the flight over. Get on it.
On the flight over. Where are they at?
Better hope this isn't a trap.
Kansas.
Because if those assholes don't kill you, I will.
The only people dying today are those fuckers.
They're a ragtag team.
All of them.
Great. They don't even trust each
Well,
other.
Steven's explaining it. Like, they're all just, randomly picked together in one group.
In the books, the shepherds are mixed and matched. They sometimes don't see each other for extended periods. Well, that'd be nice if we knew some of that stuff, right?
Right? I wish they'd tell us.
I don't know any of this shit.
So they're sort of like the Suicide Squad.
What, we some kind of suicide squad?
Yeah, CGH gets it.
Cool.
Nah. I wonder if that one place with all the lights has anything important in it.
Cool.
All those other places seem to be dark, but that one place with all
Bad
those
guys
fucking
is like,
lights,
come here.
I've seen this shot before.
Oh, yeah. Good shot.
It's a terrible shot.
Lens flare.
Why? Because she walked above frame?
No, it's terrible. Here's why it's terrible. These guys are walking this way, right?
Yeah.
We have no idea where these other guys are coming from. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
They're just walking.
he's not looking. He's not even looking where the guys were. He's looking ahead. Like, if he should be looking like, okay, the guys just passed, and he's watching the guys.
Yeah,
Like,
he's laser
they might
focused
turn
on the
around.
mission, Tony. Laser
Those
focused.
guys turn around, they're fucked.
They're not going to
Those
turn
guys should
around.
be
Look at
on
them. They're
them.
on a
Yeah.
date.
They're on a date. They almost look like they're in a different fucking set. Like it's a green screen.
She's cool. She's my favorite character so far.
Frost?
Yeah. I forgot her name. Yeah, that's Frost.
Frost.
And what was the Russian's name?
It's a good name, though, Frost.
Dietrich?
The Mortal Kombat.
Dmitri. Dmitri?
Fedorov.
Russian
I'm
Bob.
patched in.
Copy.
Hey, look at all that
Patched in.
smoke.
Clear to move. Make it quick.
It's supposed to be fog.
Going loud. Uh-oh. Get the guy with the accent. Yeah. If you got an accent, you got to make him perform. in front of the guards. Come on.
You tell Vitaly that Konstantin is here. Got held up at border checkpoint, but better late than never, huh?
This is a restricted area.
Yeah.
Be on your way.
I was told
I like that
to come
choice.
here and ask for
German guy acting
Vitaly.
Russian.
Where is he?
Come on.
You've
Step it up.
got the wrong place. Now leave.
It's meant to be a
I never understood this. Explain this to me.
What?
These guys are bad guys operating outside the law, apparently, right?
Are they?
I would assume. 'Cause
They're
that guy just
separatists.
like beat that other guy. They're separatists and shit, right? So someone pulls up and goes, "I'm looking for Vitaly." He does. You're in the wrong place. No, I must see. Bam! I just shoot you, right? Okay,
Yeah.
now you're dead. Go take his truck
Right
and park it
away.
on the other side. Like, why am I putting up with this shit?
To have a comedic scene with no comedy. I like this. Should have inner dialogue.
Dun, 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 dun.
Are we going to have a problem here?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Frost.
That's Frost, baby.
We're in. Fall back, Johnny.
He didn't do the thing with his wrist. That's how you speak in the microphone. You got to put your wrist to your mouth. You just don't talk.
You tell Vitaly. Next time you want something, find someone else.
Ooh. This was supposed to be like a comedic scene. It's like, they could have done more with it. The distraction.
He was the distraction, yeah.
Think you got that guy back there? Keep your mind on the mission. It's my ass in there too.
That's weird.
Also, why is it like a highly classified, super secret place, but there's like 4 guards? If we could only afford 4
all,
Russians.
the others are inside. Bad guys. There's the armies inside.
Russians are inept, apparently.
That's really funny. Pacing.
It's super inept. Apparently, they got cameras and they haven't seen anything that's going on.
Pacing.
Yeah.
Despite everyone being outside in the middle, like they weren't even hiding when they were shooting each other.
There's nothing.
All the guards
valuable.
vanished.
There's literally nothing of value in this piece of shit warehouse. It's such a waste of time. I'd be so pissed. That's why they're doing this shit.
They're trying to get Isom. Isom's in the warehouse.
Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing inside. Like, what is worth in
Bravo's
here?
online.
Nothing.
Stand by.
The IRA crossover. Let's make that happen.
I'd be so mad if I was the head of Shepherds.
Is there a head of Shepherds, or is it just
I don't
a
know.
random?
Just a bunch of people just doing whatever they want.
Come on, Alpha. We have to pick up the pace.
I'm working on it, Bravo. This place is a fucking maze.
Damn.
Corridor directly ahead.
What are they shipping?
This is Eric July's warehouse.
Whoa.
Basement.
Clear to move.
They're all like one.
Whoa, look at all that.
Those are all those N19, N91s.
You have the target?
We are close.
Who?
Should have him by tonight.
Talk is cheap, Volkov. This operation is not. My generosity and my patience are very thin.
Listen to me. Fedorov brought us Drake, and Drake will bring us her. I
like
swear
this guy.
it.
Then pray my faith in you was not misplaced. Otherwise, you and your American lapdogs will be hunted along with her.
Wow.
Who's her?
I don't know.
Why is her?
Oh,
Who's he?
is Frost
He'll
Where
be
are
going
they?
After Fedorov.
No.
He's one man.
I like this guy though, because he stood there like and he smiled.
You
He was
guys
like,
can
I'm a
handle
badass.
So there's the villain bigger than the villain. Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, there's 2 villains because the guy in the door is apparently like a Billy Badass, and then the guy on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Bad Guy.
Captain Bacon.
Bravo, I found a target.
The
Can't
actress
find
is
guys
cute.
inside that room.
It's like Cobra Commando and Dexter, you know?
What the
Same
fuck are you
idea.
doing?
How much
there?
yellow
We're
do
losing
you
night
want?
cover.
Yes.
Yeah.
Going
All the
loud.
yellow.
What negative?
Amber.
Alpha negative.
Listen to
We're
Frost.
losing that cover.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Dive. Yeah.
That guy had a gun and he didn't start shooting. Why?
You would have hit everyone. Yeah. This is pretty good. This isn't
If
bad.
I'm a bad guy, if I'm a henchman, and you give me a gun and a guy comes in and starts shooting my buddies, I'm just gonna start shooting. I'm not gonna try to like fight him hand to hand. I'll deal with the boss later. If the boss goes,
I'm
"Hey,
gonna
you
shoot
shot
him.
Ryan Drake," I think I'll take that over getting shot by Ryan Drake.
Yeah.
Team 2, sit rep.
There are rats in the building.
That was weird. How did that guy know?
Tell me something.
Why is that guy talking to team 2? He
You
seems
think
like
you
he's
can
just
handle
badass.
that?
He's weird. You see, it's like little things. Like I think it's pretty good short, you know? It's little specifics. It's just very cliche and then
I think it would be a good story if I knew the characters. If you were familiar with the Ryan Drake world, right? Maybe it'd be good.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I know these characters, but like for us who don't know this, I'm like,
That's
I'm
why
lost.
Steven gets it. We are struggling.
No, what I
have
mean
no
by
idea
like
what the
it's
fuck is
good,
going
like
on.
it makes, even though it's not going to make sense that I say that, but it makes sense. Like this shot leads with this shot, would lead to this shot, and sure, we're making fun and there's like information missing. It's still like put together. They have lighting, they have editing, they have the stuff.
They have the basics.
They got the basics. Yeah.
Meet me in the main corridor. Time to get to work.
Hell yeah.
No.
Uh-oh. Wow, didn't expect that.
Bravo. Got the package.
Copy.
Yeah. Uh-oh. DVD player.
How did you not notice that when you
Alpha,
walked in the
there may
room?
be a rogue element in play here.
He said the
Rogue
thing.
element.
He said the thing.
Roll the
He said
credits.
the thing. The rogue element's a CD
Comfort me.
or Blu-ray.
Yeah, it looks like a Tubi movie
You
too.
have to save my family.
This is your situation. You're in the shit big time. I can get you out,
Tubi
but all I
movies
need to do is
usually
exactly
have
what I
blue
say.
and pink lighting. This is
Understand?
all yellow, as that one person
Yes.
said.
Good. Now, the man that ambushed you yesterday, killed your retrieval team. Is he here?
Yes, but why?
Do not underestimate this man. He's highly trained and extremely dangerous. We lock the perimeter down. When we move against him, we do it in full force.
You tell me.
Yeah.
He works for Russian intelligence. He's been funneling money and weapons to separatist cells all across Baltic states. Hundreds,
cares?
maybe
Who
thousands
cares?
of people will die.
You think you can
There's
point me in the
Derek.
right direction?
My
Where?
family.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Another rogue element.
Uh-oh. It's a lady.
What were they looking at?
The blonde. Yeah, from the beginning.
That's what they were looking at.
You're getting sloppy, Ryan. I expected more from you.
She fought him too in the gym.
My family. My family.
My family.
Shoot him.
What about your family?
Fuck your family.
I'll make you a deal. You get
I'll
me
make
to
you
this
the deal.
man, and I'll
The
find
new
your
rogue
family.
element has entered, yeah.
You have my word.
Music.
Shit just got real.
Now he's serious.
Not to use one of these.
No more silence.
I don't believe in guns.
You better
He's
start.
Batman, apparently.
You better start. Oh, God.
Anything that isn't me, you point, you pull the trigger.
Yeah.
What if it's one of your buddies? You're gonna shoot that lady,
Dude,
Frost.
this guy is trusting that asshole with those directions? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's the dude right there. Yes. That's Drinker. Headshot. She had shot a Drinker. That was Drinker.
Shoot, this is the way.
But also,
Yeah.
how? Look at
Frost killed Drinker. Look at this.
She
wait,
rised
wait.
up.
This
She
is
rised up.
daylight. She's
I know, she
walking on
rised
a
up.
roof.
Well,
She's walking
time
on
has
a roof.
passed, Tony.
No. What I'm saying is she's walking on a roof with two guys, feet, just mere 5-6 feet away. Neither one of them hear her.
No. That's Frost, man. She's frosty.
He literally does not hear her until he's like, oh wait, maybe there's somebody over there. Slowly turn. I'm now shot.
Yeah, he's already in ready position, so they know they've been infiltrated. Like, you gotta work faster than that, drinker.
I saw them setting operations in this area.
Shut the fuck up.
Rooftop secure. Charlie, what's your position?
We've got company. Multiple hostiles inbound.
She's a goth. Cool, look.
Yeah, she's cool.
New plan. I'm getting you to the exit.
This is so good. Oh, whoa! They're right directly in front of him. Look at that.
Yeah, how did he miss all those guys?
Yeah, how did he miss all those guys? Like, they even show the shots. They're directly in front
So
of
the
him.
main guy gets shot and Frost doesn't. Amazing.
Hell yeah. This guy sucks. Go back to Frost, please.
Yeah.
This guy sucks.
Oh, to hell with this.
Yeah.
Oh!
No!
Damn.
Good, they're gonna give her the badass.
Frost.
Damn!
My two favorite characters in one scene. Critical Drinker knows his audience.
You know, I've met a lot of arseholes in my life.
Oh, God.
I don't
He's just
remember
gonna
you.
talk. Don't cut the Frost.
Does Maras ring a bell?
No.
Oh, yeah, him. With her. Or them.
Many powerful people in my country want you to answer for your crimes.
Jesus Christ, this guy.
Well, they can get in line.
Is he American? Ryan American?
That was Australia.
Oh shit! The red light's on. That means the sex party's coming.
Hell yeah. Donkeys start showing up with masks.
Again, this is so retarded. Like, this guy snuck up on Frost, who snuck up on two other guys.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
no one
yeah.
can hear.
Snuck up alley.
He let Frost kill his buddy.
Yes. Let's even the playing field.
Okay, this is so lame. He punched the shit out of her. I don't care how many special training. He just punched the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
That should be it.
Yeah.
That nightstick is the death of him, though.
Woke
Yeah.
like a motherfucker.
I love this shit. Yeah. Good. He's getting some action. Why'd you run up to that guy? Just walk back and shoot him.
Because he can't see.
Oh, yeah, it's red. Forgot.
Fuck him up.
Where'd the other guys go? He shot him all already? Damn. This is great. This is the best part. Oh, yeah. Fuck you. Run away. Yeah, that'll... Oh, it's great.
That's what I'm saying.
Meanwhile,
bro.
Ryan's
He's
getting
the
his ass
role
kicked. Oh! Oh my god! Holy shit!
Uh-oh. Who's this now?
Another!
The
Thank
blonde!
you! Thank you! These lady, thank you! Oh my god! Best move of the movie.
All units, hostiles in the building.
What was that thing that went off?
Yeah, that looked like a frag. That looked like a grenade, but it was like a frag. Like one of those. Bing,
Flash
and
bomb.
everyone goes disoriented or whatever.
You mean a flash, not a frag. A frag is the thing that
Yeah.
explodes.
No, frag
I'm not a-
grenade is a different
Yeah, I don't
thing,
know
yeah.
anything. Yeah, a flash. A flash. Thank
A
you.
flash grenade. Okay, but the flashbang is big, and what's his name was right there. That would like fuck him up too. The good guy.
The backup teams meet me at the north gate. Do not let them escape.
This is great though. Thank God she came in and livened up that action sequence. Frost style. The rogue element.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, it's you.
It's
From
that
the
lady
beginning.
from the beginning.
Yeah.
She's a
Dude, I
lady.
love your feet. Yeah, they're working together now. Meanwhile, Frost.
Frost and the Bloods.
Get it! Get it!
Team up.
Hey, that's it. She's dead.
Dude, Ryan Drake, don't make a series about her. She's just bitching the whole time, but she kicks ass. That'd be amazing. Make her like the most annoying character. She's just sour, constantly complaining, and she just kicks ass. Man, she's strong. Look at that. Oh.
Frost, lift up his head a little, would you?
Yeah, give her inspirational shit.
Lights out, shitbird.
Kick to the nuts.
Yeah. He's so clever.
Nice
Props.
timing.
German guy.
Yeah. The inner line of fire. The good old
Bravo
inner line of
Alpha,
fire.
rooftop secure. What's your sit rep? Alpha, respond. Fuck
Come on,
this.
Frost. You know what's up. You always got to help him out. Go get in there.
Bravo, do not go down there.
No, don't fucking listen. You are the best, Frost.
Do not go
Get
down
him.
there.
Get him. Help him out. Ryan sucks.
Yeah,
Join
for
this
being
girl.
Ryan
blonde
Drake.
lady.
Yeah, join the blonde ladies team. This guy sucks.
Isn't Ryan Drake supposed to be the main hero? He's like sucks
No.
for being the James Bond. of
He's
the
been
universe.
bumbling this entire time. Yeah. The blonde lady is doing a better job than he is.
Oh! Yeah, that was a good fall by the stunt guy.
Oh, God, left!
Come on, Wicket! This is good, though. I like this.
Yeah, but where were all these people earlier?
Ah! Ah!
He's good with the pistol.
Oh, she's dead! She's dead! She's fucking dead! No way!
She would have been
No.
blown up to
No!
smithereens. It's a rocket.
No.
Look where the rocket
was
landed. I don't
amazing.
know if you understand how rockets work.
Look
how
at this
fucking-
amazing choice this guy made when he died. Look at the choice he made. Look at how many. Look at he's gonna die. Oh my god, amazing.
That's like on Call of Duty when you like throw the grenade after you die. It's just
Yeah.
like a,
Oh.
like
This
right
is
there.
dope.
Boom! She's dead.
Yeah, Rich.
Look
This is the critical
at
drink.
No. No, she's not. She's too cool.
This girl boss.
Yeah.
She doesn't die.
Look at that. Damn, she could have landed that shit too. She could have like stood up too if she like
Superhero landing. Right?
timed it right. Yeah.
Russian wave from the
She could have
explosion
landed that
alone.
so good too. It's okay. She's gonna do it for the. You know that's gonna be in the finale. She's gonna
Power
land
of plot armor. Yeah.
Incredible
it.
splash
This
damage.
dickhead leaves her. This dickhead's like, I'm gonna move on, okay?
Oh, Drake comes with the hammer.
What?
Talk about
You
Americans
thought
again.
there wouldn't be any repercussions for your actions?
Like
Yeah.
Americans. Silly Americans.
Yeah. Fucking Ryan Drake sucks.
Yeah, Ryan Drake sucks.
You're making
Get
this
those
too
girls
easy.
together. It's like Yara all over again.
Yeah.
Like,
Blonde
I
and
just sucks.
Frost.
Get-
That should have
Let's
been
do
the
the other
team.
one.
Watching me beat the life out of your friend.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he got the hammer.
You got the hammer. Hammer of justice.
Taste of his own medicine. Here we go.
Oh, he said fuck off. Wow. It's personal.
Okay. That's that first hit in the face. That one right there. How's he not bleeding?
Oh, that-
Yeah.
His nose would have
Or
caved
his-
in, right?
His teeth should
Yeah.
be gone.
His fucking nose should have been caved or his teeth broken. Something. There's like no
Yeah.
damage.
That's a hammer. Fuck off.
Even that, there was no like blood splatter from when he got hit.
Yeah, that's a hammer, man. Yeah, you're right. And it's doing the same shit that his fist did.
Great, man. Snap time.
Yeah, shoot him while he's down like Optimus Prime. Oh, there's the
It's
action.
Schwarzenegger, you know, he would have said something like that.
Shoot him like Optimus Prime while he begs for his life.
Now he's got damage.
I see
Took a second.
man. Oh, come
I don't
on.
believe. I like his damage more than
How
Ryan
many
Drake's
good men are
damage.
dead
Ryan
because
Drake's
of
damage looks like
Hastings, because
Halloween.
of her?
paint.
Shut the fuck up.
Because of her.
It's like vampire Dracula.
Okay.
paint.
Ryan, listen to me.
We're not so different, you and
This
me.
is leading.
Yeah.
America
This is
sucks,
completely
man. Just come with me to Russia. Don't you see America sucks?
I would turn around if I was a bad
Oh,
guy,
my patriot. And then we'll see if you live.
right?
What?
Like, if I was the bad guy, if a good guy was ever holding me at gunpoint, I would just turn around. Like, you can't shoot me in the back. You're a good guy.
True.
You risk it? Yeah.
Well, he's
Oh.
gonna shoot you anyway.
You
so
know she would, but then she
Yes,
would.
she would.
See, she's the rogue element.
You're gonna shoot me, Anya.
Yeah.
I've killed better men for less.
Based. Yeah. This ain't your story, Ryan. Get out. We don't even know why we were following you to begin with.
Mexican standoff.
It's not a standout.
Answer for what he's done.
Yeah.
Okay, he has a hammer now, right?
Yeah.
And does he have a gun?
Who?
He has a gun, right?
Yeah, he has a
Right?
gun.
He
too.
has a gun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so
Shoot her.
this is how stupid it is. She just went, move, I'll shoot you. And he moved, but instead of keeping him between her and her gun, he's now on the side of her. He can just pull the gun on her and go, well, I'll fucking shoot you if you shoot that guy.
She knows he's
Robot
not.
takeover.
She knows Ryan Drake has a good heart and will never pull a gun on her. She knows it.
First, we can use
Drake
him.
Hawk too, apparently.
Don't
Yeah.
waste your time. She's a killer. That's all she knows.
Cold-blooded killer.
Yeah. Don't you see? Now Drinker gets to do his 7 scene. His scene from
All
7.
that torture made her into
That's
a
what
monster.
this is about.
See, she doesn't want you to know the
He wanted to
truth.
recreate the 7 scene.
What does that tell you about her? Hmm?
John Doe has the upper hand.
Anya.
Anya,
another
Killing
option.
me.
Come Wrath. Oh, Wrath.
Wow. You should have done that ages ago, Ryan.
Yeah.
Look at this. She stole your kill.
Like 7. This is like
she
7.
stole your kill. She's gonna get all the points. She's getting the XP.
Alpha, do you
It's like
read
what
me?
you do in Fortnite.
Alpha.
I'm here.
Oh, thank fuck. What the hell happened down there?
Where's Fedorov?
He's okay. He's with me. What about you? Where are you?
I'm with
Head to the
Yayo.
extraction point. We're on our way out now.
Say again, Alpha? We?
Long story. Going up comes for a
Look,
walk.
Frost actually did the fucking mission. She kicked that
Better
dude's
watch your
ass.
back,
She
Alpha.
got the dude. Frost is MVP Frost. Sorry.
She really
She's
is.
with the dude. She's like, yo, I thought we had a mission.
Her
What the
and the
fuck are you
blonde.
two doing? LARPing outside.
So what are you doing here, Anya?
Why do you care, Ryan?
It was meant to
Because I
get
want to
the
know
XP.
what I've stepped in.
Is that all?
I don't know, is it?
Is it? I don't know. What's going on?
Guess it, isn't it?
We're finished here.
No. No, we're
It's
a
not
long
really good
fucking way from being
camouflage.
finished.
No.
You don't get to just walk
put
away
it in
from
the
this.
corn.
What would Volkov have told me about you if he lived?
Uh-oh.
Shoot her bike. Flatten the tires.
I'll get the answers. With or
We
without
need
you.
better characters in the book, as if I didn't like her here.
Goodbye, Ryan.
This guy's
It was awesome here. You read the book, Steven? Damn. You got him?
Why would you do that, Steven?
You should have got him in here, man. He could explain shit to us.
No, it's better that we're lost and confused.
Yeah, true.
This is the real Ryan Drake experience.
Yeah, it is, because he seems lost and confused. Like, what the hell happened? What was I doing? What did I come here for?
He's the POV.
Thank God Frost is there. This dude went into like 50 side quests. In the middle of like, we gotta get this guy out. And then he was trying to keep the bad guy alive for some reason. It's like, no, you're trying to, like, I thought you were trying to kill him, get the guy out. Don't do it, Frost. We could use him for his employer.
Captain say applause. Look at that.
Uh-oh. He rescued her.
Maris, it's all
What
right.
is this?
I'm here to get you out.
Moby.
Her name isn't Anya. It's Maris, guys. It's Maris. I'm
Look,
so
Moby.
like,
It was Maris all along.
They give you a cringy ass Moby ending, like the Bourne.
who the
movie.
fuck is Maris? Why was I supposed to be like, oh, that's what I'm talking about, like reveals. That's not a good reveal because I don't know who the fuck Maris is.
It's Anya. Wait, is it Anya? I got lost there.
Yeah,
Not bad.
Anya is Maris because she got tortured or something, I guess.
Oh.
But we don't know who Maris is. We don't have any frame of reference because they didn't explain anything in the fucking proof of concept.
Whatever.
Static X at home.
Uh-oh. Marvel.
Music. Uh-oh.
Speak. Sir,
ADR.
just had the report from our divisional leader in Estonia. And?
This is pretty good.
The operation was not successful.
What operation? Which one?
Then Volkov?
Okay, again, this shot here is supposed to be a reveal shot. But if
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is, it's
Yeah.
not an effective reveal. You're just pissing me off by not showing his face.
Yeah, that's that guy.
Dead, sir.
Well, it's
Your orders?
bad guy, mysterious. Maybe he's telling us something. Oh, it's
See, like,
never mind.
Oh,
never
shit.
mind.
Literally
it's-
Drake off.
It's that guy.
That
You're
guy.
like, yeah.
Well, he has a driver.
Again, this is not a reveal because I don't know who the character is. I don't know who the person is. You didn't introduce him anywhere in this short. If they showed him earlier, like he was at an embassy, like helping the Americans, and like, oh no, that guy that we thought was a good guy is a bad guy.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I like the driver though. Good casting. I would have switched it. Damn, he's really thinking about this. Something's going down. Wolf.
M. Kane, like that.
Oh
like,
my God,
who
it's
the
M.
fuck is
Kane. Mortal Kombat Kane.
Michael Caine. He's calling Michael Caine.
Oh shit.
Marcus.
Oh,
Is that any
Marcus
way to
Caine?
speak to an old
From
friend?
Sweet
Twisted
Tooth.
Metal?
Yeah, Sweet Tooth.
We were never friends, Victor.
Oh my God, they were never friends.
Call it
This is Lord
professional courtesy then.
Bring needles in.
It's not every day the head of the FSB comes calling.
Who?
Oh, he's the head of the
He
FSB.
does.
What is that?
Advice for the
I
man
don't
in
know.
position to listen.
That depends on what you have to say.
Fabulously salty boys.
Who? What are we
Maybe
trying to
later
get
on.
done here, gentlemen? What?
We need
Anya.
to talk about her.
Okay,
We need to
you're
talk
good.
about
Okay.
Anya.
Oh my God, it took that long for them to do the Black Adam. We need to talk like Superman walking in. We need to talk about Black Adam. Took him that long. to
Yeah,
do that
There's,
shit?
there's
Jesus
another
Christ.
after credit scene.
Oh god.
Oh my God.
It really is Marvel. Let's go get some shawarma.
We're putting together a team.
We did it. What can possibly happen here? We did
Glad
the
to see you,
mission.
mate.
Okay,
You
Okay.
too.
you too.
So where's
Son.
Anya?
Come on, let that be your son. A reveal or something.
Oh, come on. It wasn't that hard to figure out.
Yeah,
She's gone.
you can't fool Frost,
Somebody
idiot.
put a tracer on her. We're gonna have a talk on the way home.
Why?
Shut
Who?
up, Dietrich. So, what do you think she's planning next?
No idea. Got a feeling we're about to find out.
Why is this an after credit
What a
scene?
mess.
What's going
Meantime,
on?
What
I
a
promise to keep.
mess. I don't even know what shepherds are.
They keep sheep from leaving the field.
I know.
Oh man, that was a big cliffhanger.
That was
Dramatic.
badass, I guess.
That was.
They're just as
That
lost
was
and
Rogue
confused
Element.
as they were in the last credit. Like, whatever.
Is Golden Patriot going to be the sequel? I don't know.
What the fuck was that?
We got two super chats from John Wong. He says musical theater fans are big spenders and crazy fanatics. This is true.
Yeah,
this
is true.
He also
Especially the
says
international
Edina did her own stunts
perspective.
too. She was famously stuck on the wire while Letterman shook hands with the other cast after the number on
Damn.
the Letterman show.
Give that lady an Oscar already.
Yeah, Edina Menzel or something like that, right?
Edina Menzel, yep.
All right, guys, that was the Tuesday night grift. I hope you enjoyed, and go say hello to our lovely co-host Dirty Dalish as she streams Stardew Valley. Maybe give her a sub. She's really close, guys, to getting monetization. So why don't you go over there and sub to her channel? I'm sending you her way right now. Love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.